Joe Rogan Podcast. Check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night. All day.
Hopefully.
What's work?
Yeah,
It's front of the heck.
part of it was rolling. Adam Ray, my man.
Great to see you.
Guest of the year, Kill Tony. How's it feel?
Feels great.
Did you get a belt or anything? Some sort of a cup?
I should have.
Just some sort of a cup, like a Stanley
Dude,
Cup.
Tony always shortchanging the gifts.
That motherfucker.
That was the last time I saw you, I think.
You should
when
get
I was.
a jacket. That's what it should be. Guest
That's
of
not a
the
great
year.
idea.
That's a great idea.
We made these for the end of the Dr. Phil tour, which, by the way, we have our very last one at the Wiltern on December 16th, if anyone
Have
wants
you ever
to.
had Dr. Phil on as a guest?
Yes. Remember for the Netflix special?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. It was so funny. We were in the green room. I met him like an hour before, and he goes, now it's your show, but I'm going to fuck with you. And I'm dressed as him, and I go, well, I know you better than you know yourself, motherfucker, so strap in. And he was like, oh, shit. And he was dying laughing. But the last time I saw you, I think I was Tony, right?
Right.
At the mothership.
Yeah, the difference is like doing it on your show when you're doing the Dr. Phil show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
I felt oddly, the whole show is improvised, so it's a wild thing to do an unscripted show with somebody you have no rapport with.
Right.
When I've had...
And you're doing an impression of him.
Totally. So I'm trying to go, I think everything I'm going to do is hunky-dory with him, but like, I don't know if I'm going to press the wrong button. Like at one point, I think he said something where I go, well, marriage is tough. I go, but we keep it fresh in the bedroom, right? And he goes, okay, well, you watch yourself. And I go, I was like, we don't use butt plugs? And but he was he rolled with everything, man.
I'm good friends with his son,
Jordan?
Jay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to know Jordan, who kind of helped facilitate the whole thing. He kind of got in his ear and was like, this thing is pretty awesome, and it's making you,
making both of them famous.
Totally. And and I'm just glad that, because you never know, like I could have 2 days in gotten a letter that was just like, enough's enough.
Easily.
I actually ended the Netflix special with showing his signed contract to the camera, being like, look, no cease and desist. But you never know. But it's parody.
He's a really good guy.
Yeah, and laughing at yourself is such a man. You know what I'm saying? Like it. I started talking about this on stage, where it's just like the people that I am friends with that like. That aren't comics that I'll be in, hangs with, that like if I, bust their balls and they get a little weird about it, it's like, oh man, like you're a bummer not only for right now in the hang, but just this bleeds into other facets of your life.
Oh,
you got to
for
be
sure.
being self-deprecating and, within context, obviously, if someone's just, just making fun of you,
Just being mean.
Just being mean. There's a difference.
There's a difference between me and mean and being funny.
Yeah. But like Tony, for example, like doing Tony on Kill Tony, I remember I was in Portland or in Eugene at my buddy's club, Olsen Run Comedy Club. Shout out, great club. And I'm there and I tell the story about how Shane and the Biden-Trump thing came together. Because a buddy of mine asked me, he's like, you and Shane must have been best friends for like 10 years ago. That was probably the 6th time we've ever talked to each other. So we're getting to know each other in full makeup for 2+ hours. That's a weird way to build a fucking friendship.
Yeah.
And so
you guys are so good at bouncing off of crowds and off of each other. It was seamless.
Right.
It was really fun. Man.
Yeah, there's something cool about jumping in the bit boat with somebody that's just like, oh, I just want to make the other person laugh.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I got
yeah.
comfy because he's Shane. He'd been nice about the Phil stuff, but like, he was definitely established as Shane Gillis. So it's like, and it's Trump and Biden's I'm trying to find my ways to be a sniper when he's not known for being funny. But as soon as I got out there and I had the frozen eyes and I was like, and Shane started to break out, that made me feel really comfortable when Shane couldn't keep it together. But so this kid in line at the meet and greet goes, you should do Tony on Kill Tony, because I tell the story of how Tony was like, Shane's going to do Trump, you got to do Biden. I bought a new vest. It's going down, baby. I do all that.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, you should do Tony. And I was like, I kind of scoffed it off. And then I texted him and I said, what would you think about me dressing up as you? And he just texted back in all caps, absolutely. It'll be your best character yet. And then,
But while we're doing this, unfortunately, people can't see anything. So, they just see us. But
that's right.
I want to show.
Okay.
Because it's so crazy how close you get to him. It's kind of eerie. Like, I didn't see it in how your face structure changed.
Yeah.
Like, you look like a different person.
Yeah.
It's like you had become Tony. Like, you do a weird thing when you do characters. Like, you oddly become that person. Like, give me some volume on this.
Brand new episode
Oh, the beginning, yeah.
Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
Oh my God, dude.
Who's ready for the best fucking night of their lives?
Bro, it's like you got a different face.
Yeah, well,
you did something weird.
Yeah, they taped my ears back a little bit
to
to push
make
his
your
ears
face
out. And
more
then
now.
the teeth are the same. I just got the clothes down. The hair, I mean,
you look oddly like him.
yeah, it's wild.
Less like you than him.
Yeah.
I would think that's more Tony Hinchcliffe doing an Adam Ray impersonation than I would.
You know what was the best is Woody Harrelson was there that night and comes up to me after and he's like, man, he's like, that shit was fucking crazy, man. He's like, I don't know what was going on or what you had to do. I was like, I watched the intro a bunch. I've known Tony since we both started. And he goes, you kind of got a little Johnny Depp going on with the thing. So then I started going, I go, Woody, maybe I am Johnny Depp. Maybe I'm Johnny playing Tony. And then he was like, what the fuck, man?
Bro, you should totally do that. Johnny as the pirate.
That's not a bad idea.
It's a fucking great idea. I just
Wow,
heard your
on Kill
accent.
Tony?
100%.
In full pirate garb?
Yes.
Holy,
Just come out Jack
I'm
Sparrow.
a big fan of Hans Kuhn. Hans Kuhn actually.
Yes. Dude.
That's a great idea.
100%.
Okay, yeah.
Has to be done.
Yeah, real understated,
Has
but
to be done.
Wow, okay.
That is your next big character.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, the Amber Heard jokes are endless.
Oh my god.
Endless well.
Oh my god. I was just like,
Endless well.
what sort of a pot could he pull from to kind of
cocaine.
Yeah.
No.
And maybe every time he likes somebody, he goes, I'm going to give you the Johnny Depp bracelet of approval. And he gives him like a bracelet. Like,
That's a great idea.
wow, Joe. All right.
Dude, this
Holy
is a
shit.
perfect character for you.
People have pitched me to do.
You should have a treasure chest filled with cocaine.
Can we
Oh,
delete this from the
my.
podcast so we can save it? Or
No way. This is
a
great.
treasure
Let it roll.
chest filled with coke.
Oh my god.
Bring out a treasure chest
The
filled with
props.
baby powder. Just
And-
buy like 10 pounds of baby powder.
And just in between, instead of Heidi bringing out drinks, she brings me bags of Coke. And I'm just blowing
A
lines.
fucking full treasure
Oh,
chest,
that's
bro.
so funny, Joe.
You had a
That's
parrot.
so-
You had a parrot.
A real parrot?
No. Real parrot would probably freak out and have a heart attack.
Yeah, we did. I did just. So I tried this new character called Bruce Robbins at the Comedy Store. He's like a mentalist magician, and it's going to drop on my YouTube in a couple weeks. And I rented an owl for $1,200. Harlan said he knew the type of owl. Harlan was on the show too. A Eurasian, I think, owl. He said it's the biggest owl.
Whoa.
This thing was. So the whole bit was. This character, Bruce Robbins, he's got like a big blonde coif, big buck teeth, and kind of from the South, talks like this real fast, And, I'm a magician. I'm a former real estate agent, too. But, magic is my healing power. And so the bit was bringing out this owl that was like a psychic owl. And so people would ask it questions. But I had my buddy who does a really good Morgan Freeman do voiceover. So then I would hold the mic up to the owl's face, and then you would play the Morgan Freeman. So like somebody goes, how many, or is somebody asked, is democracy, is democracy ruined, or are we going to save it in this country? And we had a bunch of canned responses. And so then I go, Archie, what do you think about it? Archie the psychic owl? Is democracy going to be saved or ruined? And then you just hear Morgan Freeman go, gay. I go, thanks for any other questions we got? But a real parrot for Johnny Depp would be wild. Maybe
I
it's a
don't,
fake
I
one.
don't think parrots would enjoy that. It'd probably be animal cruelty.
It probably would.
The large crowd of people screaming.
And what's
cheering.
your creature? Do you have any? Has anyone brought? What's the craziest thing someone's brought into the mothership for like? I guess
like an animal? No one's ever brought an animal.
I'm
man.
trying to
Except
think too.
Paulie brings his dog sometimes, but he's got a
Yeah,
sweet dog.
yeah,
And Ron's brought his dog a bunch of times.
Right.
Ron's got a cute little dog.
yeah. And I'm trying to think of when we did a Dr. Phil at the mothership, we didn't have too many crazy.
You ever
elements.
work with Eliza?
Schlesinger? Yeah, we did a game show.
She
back
make
in
you
the day.
hold her dog.
Used to make her always
She just
hold the
like
dog.
give
I
you
know.
a dog
I know.
before she goes on stage. Take my
know.
dog and be like, okay.
Yeah, I know. And thank God it's always the people that love dogs.
I've held multiple dogs of hers over the years. Because dogs die.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She gets a new one.
Bro,
She got that new one with the scars around her nose.
Yeah.
Where she was one of those dogs that they were, who knows what the fuck they were going to do to it.
Yeah.
But they had its face bound. I think she got it from China. if
Wow.
I
Yeah,
recall
she did.
correctly.
Yeah, because I think she calls it like feng shui.
Yeah. something like
Chinese
dim sum.
Dim
something
sum.
Like that. Is that it?
Yeah, they might be. It's close.
Something like that.
She,
yeah. Which is racist.
Yeah, very racist. Couldn't have gone with like Albert or Jill.
Bro, you ever been on Blue Sky?
What's that?
Blue Sky is like the ultra super liberal Twitter for people like Twitter's filled with Nazis,
Right.
and they ran over to Blue Sky. Some guy wrote, "I'm just trying to be zen about it," and then someone under that wrote, "How about try not to be racist against Asians?"
Wow.
For saying zen.
For saying Zen. I don't like that.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That was one of the wildest
Zen-
reaches I've ever seen in my life. Zen is a
Zen is one of the best
mind.
words to describe being
How could
tranquil or
Yes.
serene, right? Is another one.
Zen in the art of motorcycle repair.
God damn.
Zen in the art of archery. They're
I was just
great
talking
books.
about how my dogs are my like Zen happy place. Which, by the way,
Imagine thinking that saying that is racist.
yeah, that's bananas.
But that's how crazy. This is like what you're dealing with humans out
Yeah.
there. Some people are just off the reservation.
Yeah. You posted something recently, or maybe you said something on a pod about like your love for Marshall, and I wanted to bring this up because we're thinking about finally trying to have kids. My wife's had to go through some stuff to get us in a place to where it's all right on that front.
Satanic rituals, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Goat sacrifice.
Yes, goat sacrifice. She
Yeah.
did play some song recently that said it was maybe an Ariana Grande or something song, and I go, are we sacrificing a lamb in the backyard? What the fuck is this? It was just it made me feel so old because it was so just, and I was like, I don't know who this is, but we're getting close to having kids, and we have 2 dogs, and I'm like, I get emotional leaving the dogs, dude. I mean, it's bad, like, and I don't even know how it's going to be with kids. I mean, and you can probably attest to that.
When you go on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have trouble leaving.
You can't even compare. When I go on the road, I know someone's taking care of my dog, and he's going to be great.
Right.
He's a sweetheart. He's great with everybody.
Yes.
I never worry about him.
Right.
The kids are a totally different
Totally
thing.
different beast.
Oh my God. It's like you can't even imagine how much you're going to love them. It's just, it changes you as a human being because then you start to realize that everybody was a baby. And that most of these fucked up people in the world, they just got a bad deck of cards.
It's a great way to put it.
And they just been handed a shit sandwich every fucking day of their life.
Everybody
and then
yeah, man.
You run into them, and maybe you were lucky. You had really nice parents.
Yeah.
You lived in a really nice neighborhood. You had good friends. You weren't in jail when you were 12.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's just you have more compassion for the whole world when you have kids.
I could have been in jail when I was 12. I put a firework in my neighbor's mailbox.
That's not good.
That's not great.
What if you had like a fucking lottery check in there?
Oh, could you sue over that? No, I guess there's no way to
he's
find
gonna
out.
kill you. He's not gonna sue. He'd rather go to jail. The money's gone,
Dude, we did it with.
What do you have? You don't have enough money to pay for the $100 million lottery
Oh my God,
ticket.
my single
Could you
mom would have
imagine?
freaked the fuck out.
Imagine if they said no, you can't. The lottery is the craziest scam.
It's so wild.
It's legalized gambling.
Yep.
Everybody does it.
But you know what it is? It could be you. That's the slogan that makes people go, I never thought of it like that.
But it's the dumbest scam because you have millions of people trying to win. And like at least in blackjack, you've got like a 40% chance of winning. You know, you have like fucking no chance of winning. You're just donating money, hoping that you're the one person out of 5 million.
Maybe even more.
Maybe more.
Sometimes the odds I feel like have been in like the 7 billions. It's like there's a better.
Let's ask. Let's find out how many people go. Like, let's find a lottery, like a big one.
Okay.
Like, what's a big one?
Colorado State, maybe.
Like, what are the big ones that you hear in the news that get to
Powerball or-
Powerball.
Okay, let's say Powerball's one. That's a huge one.
They nailed it with
Okay.
the title too.
Let's guess here. Let's say let's find out how many people get paid out and how many people buy lottery tickets. How many lottery tickets are sold? Okay, let's put this into perplexity. We have an AI sponsor that can give us information now.
Ooh.
So because I
elevating.
talk a lot of shit and sometimes I'm absolutely wrong. So it's super important.
That is important.
To use perplexity.
Good for you.
It's crazy when you watch it work too, because you put in a prompt. Can you show how it's working? You put in a prompt and look, it just pulls out all those articles.
Oh my God.
And then bam,
Just a
puts
fact
a
checker and a-
synopsis in seconds.
And a knowledge dropper.
Look at that. Look at that in seconds. That's so crazy, dude. I don't think we realize how nuts that is.
It really is. It's because guess what? Even if it was a couple seconds to compute and like process, you'd give it the time and space to figure that out. Because
So here it goes. the largest Powerball drawing in U.S. history, November 7, 2022, a jackpot of $2.04 billion.
Yeah.
Over 100 million tickets were sold for a single major drawing as the jackpot approached the $1 billion mark. For instance, when the jackpot reached $1.1 billion in another high-profile drawing, America's bought more than 111 million tickets. And similar or greater sales occurred for historical record draws like the $2.04 billion event. So only one person gets paid?
No. Well,
Though there's smaller jackpots?
yeah, it depends.
You can hit a few numbers. And
So there's
Split the big
$20
pot,
million range? Oh, though there's smaller jackpots. How many people get paid out, though? Is it just one person?
it depends. I think there can be multiple winners.
Yeah, I mean, you would have $1 million if you hit like all 5 numbers and not the Powerball.
Yeah.
Right. So,
But that doesn't affect the jackpot.
right.
So I guess if you're asking who gets paid out of the jackpot,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a winner-take-all situation. Whoa. But if 2 people or 3 people or 10 people get it, it gets split evenly.
So what if you can only get some of the numbers? You get some money?
You can get some. If you get like one number, you can get like $5 back.
Okay. They're just trying to keep you
Yeah,
hooked.
keep you. Oh yeah.
They're just trying to keep you on the hook.
Oh, yeah.
And if you get, like, let's say you get, so you got to imagine that if you give them $5 back, they probably bought 300 tickets.
At least.
So you won anyway.
Yeah.
So I was gonna bring up this thing that happened. I think it was in Texas. Someone figured out the loophole of like,
No.
how many tickets can you buy and how fast can you buy them, and they figured out a way to buy more tickets, and they won. They were profitable.
It is a numbers game.
They had to spend like $25 million or something, but they were.
Well, is that legal?
That's where they've gotten into some issues now.
Well, here's the thing. Why isn't it legal if you're just buying tickets?
Yeah.
If you have a shitty system.
Yeah.
If your system sucks, and by
That's
the way,
on
your
you.
system's been ripping off everybody forever.
Sounds like a personal problem.
And I jump in on that system and give you all this money,
I figured it out.
and I win money every fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe this is on you.
Maybe you don't like when you get scammed, motherfucker.
Yeah,
You've been
yeah.
scamming us for years.
Yeah.
When you sell 111 million tickets
That's so
for one winner, you have 111 million to one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
bananas.
Someone might not win, and it goes on. It carries over.
I love
That's
the stories.
Bananas.
There was-
It's
I think-
so bananas. All right, how's your schedule looking? Feeling busy? Got a lot on the horizon? Well, yeah, it's that time of year when life gets crazy and demands more of your energy. More work, more plans, holiday travel, all while it's getting darker and colder. It can really drain your energy, or you can get out ahead of it. Listen, I talk a lot about AG1. It's the daily health drink that can help you stay one scoop ahead of all the energy drains coming your way this season. Because the superfoods and B vitamins in every scoop of AG1 support steady energy production without the crash. In fact, just shaking up one scoop of AG1 in water covers your multivitamin, your pre and probiotics, antioxidants, superfoods, and more. It's one simple step to start your day ahead of anything that might come your way. And that's why I've partnered with them for so long. Subscribe today to get this clinically backed formula in the flavor of your choice: tropical, citrus, berry, or original, to help you stay one scoop ahead. If you use my link, you'll also get a free bottle of AG D3, K2, and AG1 welcome kit, plus a few bonus AG1 travel packs. Just head to drinkag1.com/Joe Rogan or visit the link in the description to get started. That's drinkag1.com/Joe Rogan.
It's happened a handful of times where like the guy or gal will win and then split it with someone that they like bought the ticket with or said they'd go halvesies on. You know, though, there's got to be times where somebody did that and like, you know, because I think they usually publicize who won, but there's got to be a way if you won like $2 million to keep it kind of hush hush, and then and then the buddy's like, man, if I can't believe we didn't win, and you did win, and you're like, yeah, I know, fucking better luck next year, but like,
Oh, he's going to kill you.
yeah. So well, and families have been ripped apart from these types of when they go public and name changes. I mean, I've
of
heard all
course.
sorts of. There was a documentary about the lottery from the same guy who did. I think it was Spellbound. Do you ever see that about the Scripps Spelling Bee? They followed 5 kids around the country. It's a brilliant documentary, and it just goes to show you. I mean, they're all different walks of life kids, and some are, you know, their parents are like spelling. They're all pretty, like, you know, serious about it, but some are very. I think there's a young Indian kid, and his parents are like, yeah, spelling is life, And then there's a young white girl, and her parents are also very like disciplined about her being on top of this. And then there's a young black girl, and her mom is kind of like, if she's happy, she loves doing it, I'm a supporter, But it's all different walks of life, and you follow them almost like Best in Show up until the big event. And then it's the actual spelling bee, which is just, so fucking. You've seen some of these on ESPN, right, over the years?
Yeah.
And the pressure, though, is like what's wild.
Yeah.
Seeing a kid at that age deal with that type of pressure, like even though they love it, they're up on that stage. Like, fuck, I remember I played the Cowardly Lion in 5th grade. Yeah, I freaked the fuck out. Because I was a fat kid, I was fucking, my tits were falling out of the lion suit. I asked for ice cream cake instead of courage when I got to Oz. But like, these kids are having to. There's money on the line. The parents have like they've flown all across the country. Like, anyway, but the guy did a doc about the lottery and how it's the pros and cons, but mostly about how it is like a big scam and stuff, and it's just kind of a social experiment, really.
Well, it's definitely a way to keep people hooked. It's a gambling thing.
Yeah.
It's 100% a gambling thing. And it's like very, very profitable for the government.
It is.
But the thing about it is nobody who wins ever gets happy. It's not like everybody who wins.
More money,
I don't
more
want to
problems.
say everybody who wins. The vast majority of people who win go broke within a very short amount of time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they blow through their money. And they wind up getting robbed or something happens. And like it's not like you've had an unsuccessful financial relationship with with money and with funds and being prudent with your expenses.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you win the lottery and you're like, okay, great. I'm an accountant. I know how to handle this. No, most people are just like barely getting by, and then they win the lottery, and they've always been late on bills, and now they're buying a Rolex.
You're going from 0 to 60. Yeah, you can't adjust.
This is the winner of that $2 billion.
Oh, look at him.
lottery.
Wow, dude.
Look at him.
Yeah, just a kid from LA.
Look how happy that motherfucker is.
Yeah,
you better
dude.
run, son. Run to Canada. Run to Canada.
He's going to buy so much Under Armour.
Go somewhere where they don't know who you are. And enjoy your life and lie.
Did you
lie
ever-
about where you got your money?
You have to.
Say you got a business. Say your dad died. And
Went in on an app.
whatever.
Yeah.
Grandpa left you a lot of money. He had gold coins from the war.
No one questions. No one questions old artifacts. Yeah.
Yeah, don't say you won the lottery because then
can't.
people don't think you deserve it. So if you're Jeff
That's a good
Bezos,
point.
you made Amazon, there's pictures of you in the fucking garage with its Amazon.com sign above your head.
The early days.
Yeah, the early days. Like,
Yeah.
that guy built that fucking company.
Sure.
So if he's out there balling, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
You see Jeff Bezos has a giant yacht. You're like, I'd have a yacht too. If
Totally.
I'd do that. I would do
Totally.
the same thing. So, but when you get the Powerball and all of a sudden you got $2 billion.
Just like that, dude.
And by the way, it's not really $2 billion because it's $2 billion if you live to be like 1,000 years old.
But
and
they take it- they
pay
take
you
the
like
tax on
$100
it.
a week.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Still a big
they don't-
payout.
Or you can get all of it in one sum, but it's never the same. It's never the same amount. They give you way less.
Yeah.
Which is horseshit.
It is.
So if you want to get the $2 billion, it's probably like what is the actual? Let's find this out. What's the actual payout schedule that you
Great
can
question.
accept? Either the payments where they just pay you like we got $2 billion coming your way, guaranteed. Promise you.
Yeah.
But we're gonna give you a little every month.
Feels
But
like
wait a minute. What did you do with the 111 million tickets you sold, motherfucker?
Yeah.
You sold 111 million tickets. What'd you do with that money? Where's that money?
Yeah.
How about give me all of that?
Yeah, no
The
shit.
fuck are
No
you doing?
shit.
What is this?
It's like a 30-year annuity option.
30 years.
Wow.
They want to pay you for 30 years.
Would you take that or just take
Nice and slow.
Yeah.
That's the way we do it, see. Nice and slow.
It is that guy.
Is this? I gotta see this. I didn't. This says this option pays out the full advertised jackpot amount.
Oh, it's a different one?
I didn't know that. Let me see if that's real.
By the way, that voice
So there's-
you were doing, that's for sure the head of the lottery.
Nice and
A
slow.
Mr. Burns, Al Pacino type
That's how
guy.
we're gonna pay him. Nice and slow.
Oh, yeah, dude, in a Fila jumpsuit.
Yeah, some dude just stealing money. He's
Oh,
got
yeah.
a fake Rolex
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Paying him nice and slow.
Oh, yeah, dude.
30 years is crazy. If you win the lottery and you're 60, bitch, you ain't got 30 years, especially with lottery money. That kind of cocaine.
You gotta take it
you
all.
ain't-
Oh, yeah.
Cocaine and Ferraris. Like, you got lottery money.
What do you think you're doing? Because I mean, you're fine. But, like, did you ever fantasize about, like, that? I think it's normal to be a person as long as you've been aware of the lottery, I think everyone has had that conversation.
Yeah.
What would you do if you won the lottery? I remember having that as a kid, and I remember telling my dad I was going to win the lottery just to fucking, you never have to work it. Like, what? How did I even think to? But you hear about it, and you're like, the idea of just getting rich right away and then not having to do anything, I think is pretty common in this country, right?
Well, it's a wonderful idea. Like, because everybody hates work.
Did you ever think about it, though? Like when you were...
sure.
Yeah.
I played the lottery a bunch of times.
But, like, did you fantasize
I
about
don't remember
what you
how
would
many
do?
times I played it. Let me think of how many times. Man, not a lot of times. I think I've probably played it, like, all told in my life, like, less than 10 times.
What did you write down or say to yourself?
I'm not, like, a vision board type of
But,
dude.
like, if you got, like, let's say you did win, like, 500 mil and you were in your early 20s or something, or even like...
I'd be broke. I'd be broke and ruined.
You would have gone through it all. You wouldn't
I
have
would
put
be
it.
ruined
You wouldn't have put
now.
it away for the fam.
No. I'd be doing a GoFundMe right now.
Man,
I'd be going on some
Dangerous.
sad tour.
Yeah.
People would be like, "What about when you had all that money?"
Oh,
fuck
God,
you, man.
fuck you, man.
Fuck you, man. You know what I went through, man.
Joe's doing safaris and stand up for animals.
I think winning the lottery is bad for you. I know that sounds crazy because if you don't have any money and you want money, and maybe not bad for everybody, but bad for me. Let me say that.
Yeah, sure.
I think if I won the lottery, it would be bad for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type of dude who needs like a thing to be working on.
Yep.
I want to improve at stuff.
Yep.
I drive towards things. I'm trying to like figure things out all the time.
That's a great
So if
point.
I'm all of a sudden not doing that,
Your drive is gone if you win the lottery, I think.
especially at a young age. Because if you're like, so let's go back to like when I was like 22. I was 22. I was working odd jobs while I was doing stand up at night. I was working for a private investigator. I was
Whoa.
making $20 an hour.
Wait,
like maybe.
Did you really do that?
Yeah, I drove around a private investigator.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he was a good friend for years. Like he died recently. His name is
sorry.
Dave Dolan. He's the best. I kept one of my old phones just because he left me a message. He used to call himself Dynamite Dickless Dave Dolan. He was a hilarious guy. The funniest guy that I've ever met that wasn't a comedian. He was so funny.
love that.
He was so funny. And the crazy thing is, what happened was he lost his license from drunk driving. And he put in an ad for a private investigator's assistant. But really what it was is someone to drive him because he couldn't drive.
Yeah.
Because he was, lost his license
Yeah.
for like, I forget how long, like 3 months or something like that. So I sign up for the job. I meet him, This is back when I was still competing. I was still fighting. So he liked that I could like fuck people up if
Yeah.
something went sideways.
Yeah.
And so then we would go, and most of it was insurance fraud. It was mostly like catching people, like doing things like pretending their back was hurt, then you catch them carrying roof shingles up a ladder. There was a lot of that. People, they get hurt, like working for an airline. This one lady, this was so sad, 'cause she let us into her house. I felt so bad. It was a scam, and the scam was, Dave would show up and say, ma'am, my girlfriend was in an accident, and when the police took the license plate of the witness, someone spilled coffee on the report, and it's confusing which letters are the last letters, and one of them is yours. See, we got these two. They weren't right, and we were hoping it's you. And they were like, what's wrong with your girlfriend? And he goes, well, she's got this injury, which is exactly the same injury that this lady had, that she was supposedly getting, that she was, disabled from.
Yeah.
And so she's like, oh my God, I had the same thing. And he goes, I hope you're getting paid. And she goes, oh yeah, not only am I getting paid by insurance, but I'm also working under my maiden name. He's like, oh, that's great. And she goes, would you like to come in the house and have some coffee?
Oh.
She was the nicest lady.
Oh,
she had us in
God.
her house. We were two strangers.
Oh, God.
Some fucking thick-looking Irish dude with a mustache, that's Dave, and me, like this 21-year-old kid with a fucking crew cut, and you're
Yeah.
just letting us into
So
your
trusting.
house,
Fuck.
giving us coffee. I'm like, she's so nice, man. We can't do that. We got to pretend this didn't happen. He's like, fuck her. She goes. Fucking thief. That lady's a fucking thief. Fuck her. I was
Yeah,
like,
you
oh
gotta
my
be
God.
ice cold on that.
I can't do this. I only did it for a few months, but that's all he needed me for, really. But we became friends.
What a life, dude.
Yeah, he was an interesting cat, man. He was a fun one of the guys. There was a guy who thought his girlfriend was cheating on him, or wife, I forget. And so
That feels like a lot of the cases they get hired for, right?
yes,
Like,
sure. But mostly what Dave did was insurance stuff because they had the most amount of cases.
Right.
It was all about fight. It's just a numbers thing.
yeah.
So this one was, I think my girl's cheating on me. So he hires Dave to take his wife was hooking up with this fucking barbarian, this dude who's this big old bodybuilder dude, and he was just pounding her. And Dave had to take pictures, and then he like brought the pictures
Of them fucking?
brought the pictures to the guy, and then the guy was like, well, keep following her. He's like, fuck you. He's like, I don't know what kind of kink you're into. Like, is this like are you
This
doing...
should be enough.
No, it was almost like he was into it. It was almost like they were playing a game, like a cuck game.
Oh, wow.
It was, you know what I
Maybe
mean?
I'm cheating on you. Maybe you should hire a private investigator and see the pictures.
The guy just like, the girl was, the lady was very hot, and he was very not hot, and then there was this bodybuilder guy.
Fuck. Dude, it is funny you say that. My brain immediately went to, if my wife was cheating on me, that would be the worst version. Just a huge guy. Because, like, if it's Shaq, you go... If we do get back together, there's no way. Well, you're not, by the way. But like, if you do, like, you can't go back in there.
Right. It's over.
I mean, I see Shaq now with like when there's pictures of him next to his like girls he's dated. I'm like, is that should be illegal? But I guess I don't know. He's gentle. I don't know. How do you do that? I don't know.
You gotta ask him.
Have you had Shaq on?
No, I'd love to have him on. I love that dude. He
That would
did
be,
Fear Factor with me.
No way.
Yeah, he co-hosted Fear Factor one episode.
That would be an unbelievable conversation.
Yeah, it was like me and him hanging. I had a joke. I was like a 6-year-old hanging out with his dad. Like the size of it. I had a joke about a lady guarding the White House because it was during the Obama administration.
Yeah.
A guy broke into the White House and they had a lady, an unarmed lady at the front door.
Sure.
And I had this whole joke about like not everybody can guard the White House.
Yeah.
And like, listen, I've met Shaquille O'Neal. His dick is where my face is. I'm like, if the White House is experiencing a Shaq attack, I'm the wrong dude to save the world.
Oh my
Like, he's just
God.
gonna run over me.
Yeah,
He's too
dude.
big.
Yeah.
You know, but that guy, when you're hanging out with him, you're like, okay, giants are real. Like, there's real giants in this world. Like, look at this.
Oh, you did at uni too. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, it was fun. But he's a fan of the show. He was real cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I see him at the UFC all the time too. Imagine that guy got into MMA. Because he's a martial artist. He practices
That's
martial
right.
arts. There's some good video of him working out, like kicking pads and punching mitts and shit. He's got technique.
Is it cool from your perspective when people like that jump into that art form? Are you just like,
I love it.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I want everybody to do it. It's good for your brain. You know, don't do it because you want to be Billy Badass, but do it because it's like the best way of releasing aggression and making you a nice person. It sounds crazy, I know.
No, that makes
but like
sense.
hitting something,
Sure.
like a bag, you don't have to hit a person. Hit a heavy bag, just boom, 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 boom. You get all that shit out of your system.
Wow.
Look at him next to Francis Ngannou. That's former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou, who is a giant man, standing next to Shaq, and Shaq towers over him.
I mean, it's
He's
honestly
too big for the UFC. If Shaq,
Yeah.
if the UFC
That's
was
not a fair
around when
fight.
Shaq, no, he like literally is physically too big.
Oh.
Like the UFC has a 265-pound weight limit for the heavyweight
Oh.
division, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Heavyweight should be as big as you get. It should be like, I think it should be like 225 and up. That's what I think. I
Yeah.
think there's not enough weight classes, but that's a separate conversation. But Shaq is way bigger than 265.
Yeah, 350 maybe.
He probably would have to cut 80 pounds to make the UFC's weight limit.
I think he was under 3 when he got in the league. He was real slender, which is crazy to be that big and be that fast. The fact that he did what he did in the NBA is really
There's
wild.
giant super athletes, which is like the difference between the NBA, the NFL, and then the UFC.
Yeah.
Is like the UFC doesn't get many guys like that.
Right.
Most of the like super athletes when they're kids, they go into football, they go into baseball, they go into basketball. That's where the money is, you know, for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like way more, like there's way more spots probably for football players than there are
1000%.
for UFC. Like how many professional football players are there in the NFL?
I mean, there's 53 per team, and there's
Let's find
32
out.
teams.
Over 1,000 at least.
Don't make me do math. I'm stupid.
I
Help
mean,
me
Well,
out.
that's why we do this.
that's just that. But there's also practice squads. There's another 12 or 15 on a practice squad.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
put it into perplexity. Find out how many overall players are
I'd say
employed by the NFL.
that
And then do it for NBA, MLB, badminton, tennis,
then cricket.
croquet,
Chinese sports.
and checkers, parcheesi,
Yeah.
Uno tournaments.
I was just gonna.
Pyramid
The
billiards.
number for the NFL could get way bigger because there's guys that are half retired and only play like 3 games a year.
Okay, so what do you, if you had to guess?
53 times what? There's 30.
Jamie knows a lot about
Yeah,
stats.
there'd be probably 22,000.
22,000. Okay.
No, not 20. I was going to say 2,500 or 2,000.
Yeah.
But 2,000 is probably a fair number.
And that's just NFL, correct? And then you have XFL. How many people are employed by the XFL?
Great question. And baseball is a 53. No, baseball's 53-man roster for baseball.
No, baseball is way less, like 25.
So for
25, yeah.
UFC, just the UFC, I think right now they have 600 fighters under contract. Mick Maynard texted me
Wow.
about
This is
that recently.
1,700 players
53 for
on
football,
active
that's right.
rosters, and then another 400 who can move around.
Okay.
So that's like a
So that's
2,100.
NFL. That's just NFL.
What a crapshoot.
So it's essentially 2,000-ish.
There's about
So
550 in the NBA.
okay.
And the draft each year is probably another. You had another.
30 to 40.
Also,
and then
you have to take into account that a lot of kids, you play football in school, right? So
Yeah.
if you're going to play football, you play football in high school,
Yes.
you play football in college.
Getting it going early.
Yeah, but it's a sport that everybody plays, and it's normal to do. Like everybody in the neighborhood plays. If you play baseball, everybody in the neighborhood plays.
Yeah.
You play in middle school, you play in high school. MMA, you got to go to the gym. You got to learn. You got to get kicked
It's a
in the
solo
nuts.
sport,
You're
yeah.
going to get kicked in the nuts more than once. You're going to get punched in the face. Your nose is going to be bloody. You're going to have a headache. You're going to have sore joints because people are trying to break your arms. And then you're showing up at school every day going, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? So it's hard to get a kid that can also play basketball really well to decide, I'm going to let someone kick my shins out from under me.
I don't know what kid would do that. And
It's
also,
got to
are
be a
you?
kid that only wants that.
Yeah.
It's got to be a kid that watches the UFC
Totally.
and goes, that is me.
Like Tiger Woods was golfing, what, at like 2 or 3, right?
Right.
Like it's so. Not that you would be doing UFC or MMA at that age, but what is the
But
young?
you would, because a
If you were
lot of
into it,
people
yeah.
who have sons, and daughters that are really into it, they start training them. A lot of these fighters train their kids at an early age.
I remember having like, WrestleMania type like stuffed animals and wrestling with them at like 5, 6, 7, but it didn't obviously turn into a passion. But like that, at least it was like at that age of like roughhousing and throwing shit around and like trying to beat somebody up. But I guess to take a shot to the dick as a kid, like, yeah, you got to be made of steel.
Well, I think generally it's either your parents encourage you to do it early and you do like traditional martial arts and you get kind of excited about it and then you start watching the UFC as you get older and then maybe you start doing some other stuff. Like maybe you start out in jiu-jitsu and then you work your way to a little Muay Thai and then as you're like 13, 14, you probably start thinking, I think I want to fight.
Yeah.
That's what happens with a lot of these guys.
You're probably not taking shit in school, by the way. Like if your teacher's like, Martin, I saw you weren't paying attention. You're like, I'm bleeding out of my dick, lady. Like you're just you've gone through some shit where you're like, this is not my biggest concern right now.
Well, it's definitely not your biggest concern, but it's also boring. That's the real problem. When you do exciting things when you're young, you can't parse it out in your head and go, I know I have to do this boring thing because this
You're
is
talking about school.
This is really important. When you're doing this exciting
I know,
thing,
man.
you're kicking people's heads off. Like this is way more fun. I don't
Yeah.
care about history.
Did you play baseball?
Play baseball?
You did?
Yeah, I did.
What position?
I wasn't very good. I was an outfielder, but one thing I did do is I either hit home runs or I struck out.
Let's go.
Because I would never just try to get on base. The coach would always say, just try to get on base. Just try. I'd be like, right. I just fucking
You're like, that's
ignored.
cool.
I hated team sports. I was not a good team player in
Yeah.
that regard. Because, I was good in that I tried to catch balls
Yeah.
and I tried to make
I
the
bet you
out.
were a fun teammate, though, right?
was
You were
fun.
the jokester. And
But
like,
I was also like, I am going to hit the fuck out of this ball.
Come on.
Because I hit my first home run, I think, when I was like 12 or something like that. And I
Wow.
was like, oh, this is way better. I was like, this is way better than just hitting a ball.
Sure.
Because as you get bigger and stronger, you get a little bit more coordinated and you feel what it's like to really fucking connect and get your body into that.
Oh, yeah.
But that really translated into martial arts too. Because learning how to hit things hard, I think it helped that I learned how to hit a baseball hard.
Is there a correlation with like the torque and the
Yeah,
lower half and the
100%.
twisting? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Because when you're hitting a baseball, like I was never a great baseball player. Okay, I was just a kid who knew how to hit a ball hard.
Still,
Like, I wasn't a
you
good
did-
baseball player.
Hand-eye coordination.
But there was a thing about this timing.
Yeah.
This crack like that translated directly into kicking things, like directly. So I think learning that at an early age, I was like, oh, it's like a body, it's a timing thing, but it's like a whip of your body.
Yeah.
And that's the exact same thing with kicking.
my buddy, I'm actually wearing his hoodie, Cal Raleigh, his nickname is the Big Dumper, and he just lost the MVP to Aaron Judge by like 4 votes. But and it was a big dispute and big debate because he's a switch hitting catcher. He's a catcher. He hit 60 home runs this year, the most by any catcher ever. The most by any switch hitting catcher, switch hitting player. He just broke so many records. Aaron Judge ultimately won the MVP because statistically he was outrageous in so many categories, but it was a big debate. I'm biased. Cal's the man. But also, a catcher is handling so much more during the game. Yeah. Aaron Judge played the outfield, and then Aaron Judge looks like if Four Loko grew into a person. Cal Raleigh is like you want to have a Bud Light with. He's a fucking everyman. He won the home run derby. His dad, who was his high school baseball coach, was throwing pitches to him it was a better story for baseball, but I actually want to get your opinion on this. If you are going, because I think the writers were just like, stats, like Cal batted like 246, Judge was like 380 something, I think, to end the year. But again, Cal like broke all these records, and for a catcher, and like made baseball cool, and like gave a position a lot more love, and he's calling the whole game. He has to know the whole pitching staff. He comes in early. He's catching the game, which is why it's unheard of for a catcher to be that offensively, powerful. But he ultimately lost, and a lot of people were bummed out about it. And I guess my question to you is, if you were one of those, like, if you're assessing stuff like that, do you take into account, like, what someone's impact for the game is? Or would you just go like, no, who had the best stats? And that's the MVP.
Yeah, it's a good conversation, right? It's a good conversation.
Do you follow baseball enough to fuck with that?
I don't.
All right, let's move on.
But objectively, I would say go with the best stats. The guy who's played the best.
I guess.
That's the most valuable player.
But a switch-hitting catcher,
look, it's a very valuable thing. It's just not the most valuable thing.
Yeah. You know what they gave a lot of credit to is like Judges in New York on the Yankees, and they get so much press and so much love. And Seattle's up here in the corner, right, furthest away. Like, everyone's just like, isn't that the fucking coffee Soundgarden place? And it's like, there's a catcher up there? I mean... Yeah, I don't know. That stuff I think does matter, the national attention, but I don't know.
There was a guy that was a really good baseball player that became a martial artist and had a wicked right hand. This Japanese guy, Takanori Gomi. And
great name.
Oh my God, this dude, he was a pitcher.
Martial arts and play baseball.
Yeah,
wow.
He was a pitcher, and that's how he started off, and he just had a whip to his right hand.
Yeah, dude.
And you think about like how fast a pitcher moves his body, and I'm sure you've seen that one where, what's the dude's name that killed the bird?
Oh, Randy Johnson. Bro, that's a former Mariner. That clip is
amazing.
It's unbelievable.
It's insane.
I know it's like sad,
a billion. It's very sad, but it's a once in a billion thing.
Once in a trillion. Joe, the timing of that. First of all, birds fly through stadiums like, every now and then. And also, you have the fastest throwing pitcher, arguably in the history of the game.
Right.
At his peak. Throwing, I think, 100.
Throwing heat.
Can you imagine that bird?
And he hits that bird
right
dead
before that.
Square.
Do you think that bird, I mean, I don't know. Do they have
tiny
thoughts?
Little fucking stupid brain looking for seeds.
Looking for
bird.
seeds.
Fuck that bird. Fuck that bird. That bird existed for that moment.
It did.
The universe wanted us to see it. The bird was virtually pulverized and killed instantly. Famously, Johnson was sued by PETA for the obvious freak accident.
Sued?
That's insane.
Not fair. And look at this. Johnson resents the way he's remembered as the bird killer.
Randy, you got to let it go.
His nickname was the Big Unit when he was in Seattle.
Yeah, no, I remember that guy.
Dude, that's wild. And then there's the famous, if we're talking bird accidents, Fabio on the roller coaster. Remember that?
No, what happened with Fabio on the roller coaster? He got hit by a bird?
Oh, man, this is unbelievable. He's opening a roller coaster at some theme park. I want to say Great America. And he's on the beginning, and he's like, hello, Fabio here. I can't wait to ride the roller coaster. And oh, man. And somewhere in the journey, a bird flies out of nowhere and breaks his fucking nose, dude. Yep, boom.
Bro,
feathers and all.
That's crazy.
So everyone's like, what happened? Yeah, and then he goes on ABC to talk about it.
A goose. It was a goose.
He's like,
goose are big.
He's like, I can't believe it's not butter, but I can believe that bird had a vengeance against my face. He was the butter guy, remember?
Oh, that's right. He was the romance novel guy too, right?
Yeah, dude. What a life.
Wild. Chicks like reading their porn. You know that?
Great premise.
It's true.
It is.
It is true. Like guys like
before
watching
porn, that's what it was.
Yeah. Well, girls have always been into erotic literature. And some of it's like, you remember the 50 Shades of Grey stuff?
Come on, man. That was like.
All of a sudden, ladies wanted to get spit on and choked. Like, what's happening? My friends would tell me these stories. Like, she told me to spit in her mouth. I was like, what? Did you do it?
I know my stepdad was like, your mom wants me to push her against the drywall. I was like,
What
what?
the fuck?
This is an inside
It got
thought, George.
real weird
It
for a
did.
while, but
That-
then it kind of died off and went back into the shadows. But romance novels, like pornographic romance
was
novels,
the first way to-
but they're not pornographic like visually. Even like the way they depict sex is like a feminine way
Yeah.
of doing it. But
50 Shades of Grey, I think, was like.
that was graphic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What the fuck was that all about, ladies? What are you hiding? And then there was the Twilight one. You want a vampire that loves you.
I'll
and doesn't
never
want to eat
understand
you.
that. Yeah, I'll never-
You want
I
some
mean-
dude who kills people.
I guess it's not
sucks
for
their
us.
blood. He's been around for 1,700 years. You're only 16. The whole relationship's disgusting. This is disgusting.
I
You're
know.
1,000 years old.
That's
you
a
got
weird
a
kink.
16-year-old girlfriend. This
I
is.
know.
What do you talk about?
Also, the werewolves and like just having.
He was alive when Cleopatra was here, and he's
Yeah.
talking to a fucking 17-year-old. This
Yeah.
is stupid.
Would you judge someone more that was into vampires or feet?
Vampires for sure.
Yeah.
Feet's not that weird.
It's not that weird, I
It's
guess.
kind of, they're cute. They look good.
Yeah, you could justify
Yeah.
feet.
It makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
The vampire one is nuts.
Yeah, you're
like
right.
how old was the vampire in Twilight?
they like
He wasn't
20?
that
They were
old.
high school, maybe, right?
No, but he wasn't that old. Like I was saying, he was alive from Cleopatra. That's
Oh.
bullshit. He's really probably only like supposed to be a couple hundred years old, right? Is that the case?
I never saw that. I thought he was supposed to be real old, though.
At least 100. Imagine a 100-year-old guy pretending he's got to
Yeah,
pretend and hang out in high school. That's how he fits in.
Yeah, dude.
That's how
the
he
premise.
fits in.
I know.
100-year-old guy's gonna force himself to go to high school.
Yeah, that's weird.
How old was he?
104.
104. Okay. He said in high school.
By the way, so
hanging
pa-
out.
Yeah, he didn't
looking
even
handsome
look
as fuck.
handsome as fuck, dude. But super pale. Something was up.
Well, you're in Seattle. You can get away with it up
Totally.
there.
I went to the I think it was opening night of Twilight when I did this movie, The Heat. It was after Bridesmaids. Paul Feig did this movie called The Heat with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy. It's like a big, buddy cop, and I played one of the bad guys. First big movie, summer blockbuster. I'm like, I heard the trailer was being played during Twilight, and I was like, never seen myself in a trailer. So my buddy's like, we gotta go to fucking. It was like they're playing the R-rated trailer, the red trailer. So we go to Twilight on like opening night at the ArcLight in Hollywood. R.I.P. And it's just all like, what, I don't know, 10 to 16-year-old girls, the whole theater, and then just me and my buddy just baked out of our minds, like very out of place. And everything's coming on. They're like announcing all the cast. All the girls are going nuts. But by the way, they didn't play the trailer at all. So we're sitting there, and he's like, I'm like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. I don't want to watch Twilight. He's like, well, we're here. We should watch it. I'm like, best of luck. And I bounce. So I've never seen it. Any of the Twilight movies.
They're not terrible.
They're not.
They're not terrible, but they're odd. And I don't necessarily think they're made for boys. I think it's a weird lady
It is. No,
fantasy.
it's for the girls. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's our equivalent?
It's a weird lady fantasy, but it's very odd that there's a vampire movie that's specifically for ladies.
You know what our
'Cause they
equivalent
think-
is?
What?
Weird Science.
The show?
No, the movie, Weird Science. Remember when the two guys make the woman
that's
on their
right.
computer?
Oh, that's right.
Come on, dude. Anthony Michael
Yeah,
Hall. And,
I forgot about that.
Great movie. Jamie?
Who was that lady?
Jamie,
She
pull
was-
up the whole movie. Let's watch the whole movie.
That lady was very beautiful. Who was that?
Kelly LeBrock.
Kelly LeBrock.
British, I think.
She was the super hottie back in the day.
That
And they
was
made
one
her
of
in
the
a lab.
Bro, that was one of the first movies I remember seeing being like, okay, what is this dick really for?
Weird Science. Remember
Great. Oh, yeah, dude.
that? Yeah.
Oh, not Anthony Michael Hall. Oh, wait, no, that's a remake.
There's
yeah,
more than
Anthony
one.
Michael Hall
Yeah,
was the
that's
first
TV
one.
show
Oh,
that
there was a
on,
TV
like-
show.
And was that Bill Paxton as the crazy brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Who made that? John Hughes. Come on. Just had his finger on the pulse of cool.
Wow. How did they make her? What was the ingredients?
It was just great question.
You know?
It was. You sound like one of the parents trying to recreate her. So how'd they
Look
make
at that
that
back
girl,
then.
by the way?
Is Wyatt and Gary.
I'd give her
Barbie doll.
long digits mammary glands.
Wom digits.
Something's
Wow.
about to change
Oh,
their
look, they have a
Yeah,
computer.
dude.
Something out of this world.
Yeah, dude.
What would you little maniacs like to do first?
Oh my God, that's her opening question.
Weird Science.
If you want to be a party animal, you have to learn to live in the jungle.
Not us.
Not here.
No way.
She is turning their lives,
Trust me for once, will you?
What is going on?
Gary, I don't know. I don't know.
their minds.
Trailer is crazy.
She just wanted to make them cool, right?
Yeah.
She didn't even want to fuck.
No. You know they must have been like, dude, did you not put in the right code? She's here to like take us to dinner.
Yeah, why would you stop with that? Let's try one that doesn't talk as much. Let's try the next one.
I think they just did it on their computer. It was just like a bunch of...
It's so easy to do back then.
Such a funny thing, too. Like, we were just so trusting. We're like, that's probably how you do it if you were going to do it.
Imagine, like, that's
Just-
how stupid it is.
yeah.
Just put a bunch of numbers in a
yeah.
computer and your door to
Hit
your bedroom
enter.
explodes.
I know. Make the boobs bigger.
That's so ridiculous.
Crazy.
It's funny because people probably thought one day,
Yeah.
and that they might be right.
According to the plot, they hooked some electrodes up and they hack into a government computer system for more power.
Oh, for more power. Awesome, dude. Believable plot. Table for one.
Oh, as long as we have more power,
Yeah,
we can just
more
make
power.
a lady.
But I guess when you're watching that, yeah, you're just like, that's
What
how.
are the odds that it makes a hot lady? Like, what are the odds
Yeah.
that works first time ever? Two fucking high school kids
surprised-
figured it out. And we were like, take my money. Tell me this amazing
Oh,
story.
yeah, dude. I'm surprised there was no scary movie type parody of that, of them like making the wrong gal or something, you know?
Oh, my God.
Like John Goodman in a wig comes out.
What year was that?
85.
85.
What-
Good for us.
What year was Soul Man?
Probably like 89,
Soul Man. I haven't seen Soul Man.
86.
What's that?
Oh.
Okay. Go to that.
Yeah.
Soul Man.
C. Thomas Howell.
C. Thomas Howell pretends to be black. So he go to a different school.
I forget how
What
it happened.
the
Something happened
fuck?
to him.
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Yup. Bro, it's
No!
Bro, it's crazy.
Julia Louis. No!
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not even good. Oh, God. What? Oh, man.
Yeah, Julia Louis Dreyfus is in
James Earl's in it.
it. Bro,
How did he sign off on this?
because people didn't know any better back then.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. They didn't.
They were basically just climbing out of the caves, and they were like, "What year is this?"
He intentionally takes too many tanning pills to turn his skin darker and gets a scholarship.
Meant for
for
African Americans.
Tanning pills.
He took tanning pills, like as if they had tanning pills back then.
Is that pre-tanning bed? What a dude.
They have
Again.
a peptide now.
Now, do you think
They
somebody
have
pitched...
a peptide now that can actually give you a tan. What does it do? Does it like just jack up your melanin?
Yeah, what's it called? Mellow.
Somebody give that shit to Rachel Dolezal. See if they take her
Oh
back.
my God! Did somebody pitch a? Do you think somebody was like, we need a blackface movie, but what's the story? And they're like,
Well, it was a comedy.
he wants to be tan. He takes too many. He tans too hard. It was yeah.
and he can't get into scholarship any other way.
Is that must be?
Is that part of it?
I guess right. So he got
It
a
says
scholarship because he was
African-American
black.
Studies.
Yeah.
Do you have to be African American to study African American studies?
No.
That doesn't
Yeah,
even
we're
make
finding
sense.
some holes in
That's
this.
just as bad as weird science. This is fucking.
I found
This is more science fiction.
I found an New York Times 1985 article talking about warning pills about getting an early tan. They had pills for getting a tan back then.
Whoa! What did it do?
looking
I know,
it up.
like carrots will do that to you.
It says FDA replied, Cantanaxanthin is not approved for use to be ingested to color the human body.
What? In oral tanning
Cantanaxin.
products, the use of cantanaxin in oral tanning products is illegal. Tanning products have been seized under the provisions of the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, and further attempts to import these tanning products. Oh, it's all imported. FDA warns that tanning pills contain food colorings that accumulate in the blood, skin, fatty tissue, and organs, such as the liver. They even cause the user's skin to acquire they often cause the user's skin to acquire an orange tint. I didn't take the pills. I took no pills. They told me to take the pills. I said I don't need it.
I took a lot of those pills. I took too many of those pills.
Wouldn't you love the Biden cocktail? What they would give him when he would have to do like press conferences or a debate. The debate cocktail must be extraordinary.
It was just Capri Sun and Plan B gummies.
Bro, it must be extraordinary.
It's
What happened
gotta
to this guy? Get a real tan, not a fake orange tan. Suntan pills. You can get a real tan.
Oh my God.
That guy looks. Yeah, he went from like white guy to.
That's not real. I know, it's not real.
No, they put a filter on his ass. But they used to be able to sell anything in the back of magazines and it would just be a total scam.
Oh really?
Oh my God!
You knew it was a scam just because it was in the back of the mag or what?
X-ray goggles and all kinds of shit that didn't
Like
work.
Sky Mall shit?
No, it was like the back of stupid magazines and
Gotcha.
stuff. They were just fake ads. There was no rules back then.
Fuck.
People just scam people, sell you things that was totally horseshit, and you're like, you're stupid enough to send your money through the mail.
Yeah.
And you never got anything back.
I'll see some of that stuff on Amazon every now and then where I'm like, how is this up there? Like, there's certain...
Amazon has a lot of fake products, unfortunately. Right? There's a lot of fake supplements that are sold on Amazon.
No way.
Yeah, so if you buy from a major company like Pure Encapsulation...
Why don't they filter?
TikTok trend again somehow, obviously.
Oh, TikTok trend again. Tanning pills. They're taking it again.
Yeah.
It's not surprising. We love our pills. America, what do we love? Our free speech and our pills.
We
and our McDonald's.
We do enjoy a pill. This is an ad for BetterHelp. With the days getting colder, shorter, and darker, it can be tough for many. And really, you never know what someone might be going through. So here's a reminder to take the time to reach out and connect with the people you care about. Whether it's a sibling you see every week or a friend you haven't spoken to in months. You might be glad you did. And more often than not, you'll probably be kicking yourself for not doing it sooner. I mean, it's easier than you think, reaching out and talking to someone. The same is true for therapy. Plus, therapy is a great place to start if you're struggling to connect with someone. It's good to have a professional therapist you can talk to who can guide you through any issues in your life. Finding the right therapist has also never been easier, thanks to BetterHelp. They have an extensive network with access to over 30,000 therapists worldwide, and they do the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. It's one of many reasons why people continue to rate BetterHelp so highly. So this month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/JRE. That's betterhelp.com/JRE. What is the... Can you show me what it looks like? Is there like a before and after taking that stuff?
That's what I was looking. That's what I did. That's what this.
It's only
guy
that
was. I don't. This.
Yeah,
this
but there's
fake
got to be
thing.
like some modern people. Are those? That one's AI in the second row, right? With that girl with the crazy eyes.
Yeah,
Oh,
so this guy took it.
Maybe.
Interesting.
He could have also just put tanning lotion on his
yeah.
skin.
I mean, that's the thing, too.
Yeah.
It's like those before and after weight loss things. It's like, was it really the product or did you just...
You know,
Take some
we were
time
talking
off.
about last night, Brendan Schaub and I, one time we were watching these bodybuilders. And, you know, bodybuilders used to dye all of their skin, including their face.
For what?
Well, the darker your skin is, the more contrast, the more it shows your muscles.
Gotcha.
So when they get like real shredded and they dye their skin like super dark
I always wondered
brown.
why they were all so...
But now, after the woke stuff, it's become offensive to dye your face. So they dye their whole body and they leave their face white.
Hilarious.
So they have chocolate body, full chocolate body, white face.
Oh my
It's so
God.
silly.
And Neapolitan body.
It's so silly.
Oh
It's
my
like, what are you doing?
Who got him? Who came?
What is this craziness
Who
you've done
complained
here?
about that?
Look at him. Look.
Oh,
Look,
well, I
look
mean,
how kooky that is.
that is...
That's not even the kookiest. There's some really kooky ones where people have white faces.
Dude, what are you doing?
Well, there's a whole video of me and Schaub like with a bunch of different examples in it where we thought it was really funny.
Man, the discipline of the
But it got
bodybuilders.
weird because like look at that guy. That's
Oh my
ridiculous because he can't do his face like that because he looks fully black.
So now you just have to accept that this is how they're all going to come out and look on stage and just...
Well, that guy went for it. He's
Yeah.
like, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fucking I'm going blackface.
Yeah, that's Bered Breinstein.
Yeah. Yeah, you can kind of go brown face. But if you want to get full chocolate body, like some guys go full dark. Dude, like so dark they could be like straight from Cameroon.
Can I ask
That
you...
guy's pretty dark right there. I mean,
Can I
damn,
ask-
look at those quads.
That's what I want to know. Like,
Christ.
and I mean no disrespect by this. Why? Like, what makes you want to have... There was a girl I went to elementary school with, and she, for a little bit, became a bodybuilder. And I think I looked at it as she had kids. I think she was maybe midlife crisis and was just like, I want to do something where I push myself and get into shredded, amazing shape, is how I viewed it from a Facebook vantage point. But, like, is this in you as a kid? Is it like you have a thirst for working out and then you just go too far? Or is it the same way we like stand up and have an addiction to that and a love for it? Is it really like I want to compete and win at this. It's not just about looking good. It's about like having the best instrument and competing against other bodies and having the best body. Is that?
Well, litter is a bodybuilding competition.
Right, but like why to have your legs look like that? What is the...
Different people like different things, Adam Ray.
All right.
You know, and they clearly like being jacked.
Yeah.
They like looking like that.
Yeah.
They look like a fucking living human Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
They like it.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's still just people.
I mean, it's people have always been fascinated by extreme bodies. That's why Pumping Iron was such a big film. You know, people are fascinated by people that are willing to do this and go that far with something.
Yeah.
Here's the question, though. What bothers you about it? Does it bother you like it's a waste of time?
Oh, no.
Why would you want to do that?
I guess why? I guess it's just so far.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
If they had a pill and I give you this pill and all of a sudden you look like that, are you taking it or not?
Well, let me.
No work.
So
it's the lottery in a pill.
So let me answer that question with when I played Vince McMahon on the Rock show about his life for a few seasons on NBC. I got a trainer to bulk up. I got a little bigger, not Vince big, but there was a moment where a friend of mine came to me and was like, "There's an easy way and there's a not an easy way." And I was like, "What's the easy way?" And he did suggest like some crazy shit, and I was like, "I don't think I want to look like that unless the show really asked me." But I don't think I would.
Would you want to look like Canelo Alvarez?
Sure.
Yeah. So in a pill?
Yeah.
Yeah. You take that.
Yeah.
You take really good muscular physique.
Yeah,
Nothing
dude.
crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no judgment. Maybe
right. But you would take that pill, right?
Sure.
Right.
I guess I'm more impressed. I guess
that was when Vince was 100 years old.
I'm more impressed by the discipline of what you must have to do, because I know that it's not just like taking stuff to make your legs look that defined and muscular. Like there's
to be that guy at his age, that's bananas. Because like you look at Vince McMahon's build, I don't give a fuck how old he is. I don't care if he's 80. I don't care if he's 40. Like if you're built that way, you're putting in hours, period. You're putting in hours. There's no way around it. Like steroids don't make you grow; they make you recover.
Yep.
I mean, they do make you grow a little. I think if you just took them and didn't do any work at all, I think they do put some muscle on you. But that kind of muscle is continual work over decades.
Yeah.
That guy's super jacked.
Yeah. That's why I'm so split on the baseball steroid stuff, where it's like Barry Bonds, he took...
It's the only thing fun about the game. Give him the roids. Let him hit the ball. Are we fucking stupid? Do you want to compete with China or no?
That's so funny.
America! Do we have the means? Yes, we do. Do we know how it works? Yes, we do. But what are we doing skinny? What are we got all these skinny hitters for?
That's so funny.
Oh, we got to make sure no one's cheating.
Yeah.
Make it legal.
Hit all the home runs.
Make it legal. Make it mandatory. I want every baseball player to be roided out of his mind. Just giant fucking superhero-looking dudes who crush it into the fucking parking lot. Crack! I want baseball bats broken like 5 out of 10 games.
Greg Giraldo had a great old joke. He goes, "I want Barry Bonds to come out as one giant chest muscle."
Yeah.
And he was saying how it's so fucked that Congress was like cracking down on that and taking away records. He goes, "You're taking away records." He goes, "You know what else?" He goes, "Because they say it's an illicit substance. You know what else is an illicit substance? Crack cocaine. No one's taking gold records away from Whitney Houston." One of my favorite Giraldo jokes.
Joke.
Come on. But he's right.
That's a great joke.
And you're right, I think. I mean, it is home
I did
runs.
a TV show with Barry Bonds. I did
Please, the floor is yours.
There was a show that I did, a baseball show called Hardball, where I played this baseball player. In one of the episodes, it was Barry Bonds was like the guest for the day. Super nice guy.
Cool.
But he was normal sized Barry Bonds back then.
Still ripping it, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Still, like, one of the best baseball players of all time. And super nice guy. Like, real friendly to everybody. And it was just like, holy shit, that's Barry Bonds. Like, this show must be for real. It wasn't for real. It got canceled.
Fuck.
The show died. But we did get Barry Bonds.
That's awesome.
But it was interesting because I got to see him as normal-sized Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
And then he got...
There was a difference.
Fucking jacked.
I mean, dude, it's like...
Bro, he got fucking jacked.
But you still have to... hand-eye coordination. You still have to hit the ball.
100%.
It's not
man.
making your
No.
eyes clear, right? It's not like
It's definitely making your body perform better, and on top of that, recover quicker, so you could do more work.
so. That's
a
the main
big
reason people do
factor.
it. It's the recovery.
Oh yeah. Well, not just the big not just recovery, but your ability to work. Like especially guys who take EPO. Like that was what the Lance Armstrong stuff and the cyclists. What they're doing is so difficult for your body to compete in like Tour de France. That notice how I said France, like I'm sophisticated.
That's really
Tour de France. I felt so
You gotta
pretentious.
do that. You really did.
I felt pretentious after I said France. I was like, ew.
You wear it well.
Ew. It's been argued, and I think successfully, that it's healthier to do that event on drugs.
Right.
It's healthier to be taking steroids and EPO for your body because you're asking so much of your body. It's so taxing and so fucking absolutely brutal that it's like you probably should take something. But the problem was you weren't supposed to, and everybody was, and they were like blood doping and doing all kinds of crazy.
God
Did you
damn.
ever see the documentary Icarus?
No.
Oh my God, dude!
Put it
You
in
want
the
to talk
queue.
about a documentary that you have to watch?
Yeah.
Award-winning, won a bunch of awards. It's fucking incredible, and it's the most like the circumstances just laid out so perfectly, like it was meant to be. So this guy, he does this documentary, and Brian Fogel, right? And Brian Fogel, great guy, was a guest on the podcast a couple times. Did this documentary where he's a cyclist and he wanted to cycle this race, compete in this race, natural, and then hire someone to show him exactly how to cheat and take everything that like a cheater would take. And just take all the steroids and all the EPO and all that stuff, and then do the same race and see what the score is, see the differences. So he hires this guy who's the head of the Russian anti-doping organization. Well, while he is hiring this guy, while the guy is prescribing him steroids and telling him what to take, that guy gets in trouble because it turns out they had doped the entire Sochi Olympics team,
shit.
the entire Russian team. There was this huge scandal. They had drilled a hole in the wall, and they were passing the dirty piss through, and they were getting a new bottle of clean piss. And they found it through microscopic scratches in these supposedly unopenable jars. These jars are supposed to be impossible to open. And so once they sealed them off, they felt like these will be sealed until we open it. Well, then the Russians figured out a way to open the jars, and then they would swap out the piss and put in the good piss.
Oh my
Crazy.
God, dude.
So now this guy lays out exactly how he did it in the documentary.
Yeah.
He lays out the whole program,
Cool.
and then he's on the run. So now he's in America, and he's in like witness support. He's like witness protection program. Like they want to kill him. And this
Currently?
yes, currently he's in hiding right now. And the documentary is wild.
You should get Danny the Dick. What's his name? Danny the private investigator. Danny Dick. What's his name?
Dave Dolan, Dickless Dave Dolan.
Dick.
He's dead now, unfortunately.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
but
right. You said that. I'm sorry.
that's okay. So when after this, the Russians got banned. I think it was the Rio Olympics was next after that, and they couldn't compete. They couldn't compete as Russians. They had to be independent.
Damn.
They couldn't represent Russia if they wanted to compete in the Olympics.
To go to that extent to pull that off is just.
He said they doped up everybody except the figure skaters. He said the figure skaters, it didn't seem to give them any improvement because it was all just really fine motor skills.
So they were probably doing it for a while
elegance.
to see how it to
They tried
do a
everything.
trial and error.
They tried everything on everybody. This is what happens when you have a military-run country that like puts so much pride in the accomplishments of its athletes.
Sure.
You know, it's like very important that its athletes show dominance. Like, and Russia shows dominance in Olympics in the most manly of events. Like their wrestling is as
Top
good
notch.
as any country on earth.
Cool.
It may be better
There
than.
was a Russian figure skater doping situation in 2022.
She was 15. She tested positive for the banned heart medication trimetazidine. You're on that, right? A sample collected from the Russian National
could you tell?
Championships, December 2021. The result only reported because of the Beijing Olympics in February 2022, after she had already competed. Did she have a heart problem? I mean, is that like a medication that she's supposed to take?
I mean, the court of arbitration banned her for 4 years.
Wow, interesting. So, well, let's put in, what is that heart medication?
Due to a contamination of a strawberry dessert prepared on the same table as her grandfather's heart medication pills. Was the explanation.
And she said it was ultimately rejected as implausible. Let's find out what the positive effects of taking that drug would be. Put in that drug and then put in performance enhancing. What do you think?
I mean,
you think it's got a performance enhancing, a heart medication?
I think so.
What does Perplexity say?
Probably like EPO, wouldn't it be?
Metabolic
increases
modulator
blood flow to the heart, stimulates.
It enhances physical efficiency and endurance by improving how the body uses energy, particularly by shifting energy substrate use from fatty acids to glucose oxidation. It increases blood flow to the heart and stimulates glucose metabolism, resulting in better endurance performance. Its effects are different from typical muscle building or stimulant-like performance enhancers. Rather, it may improve exercise capacity, stamina, and reduce fatigue by optimizing mitochondrial function and cardiac energetics. I want to get on it right now.
I was just going to say, this sounds incredible. Holy
when Derek
shit.
More Plates, More Dates comes on, bring that up. Make a little bookmark.
Comedians that will never, I mean, there's no doping for us, right?
No, except weed. Weed is definitely a superpower.
But that's not like making you, yeah.
It's a superpower. Weed is a superpower. It's a superpower for self-deprecation, too. You know, the one thing that, like we were talking about the green room, the guy who can't take a joke about himself, he's never high.
No.
If you're high and someone makes fun of you, like, oh, no, you're right. Yeah.
Will you have a little Eddie or a little puff before you go on stage, or you try to keep it clear?
Allegedly. Nice and slow.
I like this guy.
That's how
I like this guy.
30 years.
You're going to have to be Johnny Depp's agent when I go and kill Tony and come out
this
briefly.
is what the question I forgot to ask about the 30 years thing.
Yeah.
What if you just take it all at once? What percentage do you get?
I did find out you do get it all if you take it over 30 years, and you get a 5% increase every year for inflation.
Yeah, but if you get it all if you live 30 years. Like my point was, if I win the fucking lottery and I'm 24 years old, I ain't making it 30 years.
It goes to your estate if you don't.
Fuck my estate.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to ball out here. What are you talking about? I'm trying
to ball, Jamie.
I'm trying to get a rose.
A jet, yeah.
I want diamonds in my teethus.
Would you go? Wow, you would, huh?
Full grill.
Yeah. Wow,
Maybe.
I'm surprised you haven't.
Maybe
at
one
this
day.
point.
Maybe when it all starts falling apart, I'll start doing heroin, get a grill. I want to try crack.
It doesn't.
Hunter Biden was talking about it. It's like, it sounds wonderful.
It's not giving me an exact number. At the very least, you got to take out the 37% for federal taxes.
37%. The government takes 37%. These motherfuckers.
That's wild, dude.
You didn't buy one ticket, you cunts.
Fuck. It's still income, though.
And it's your money.
That sucks.
You buy the tickets, and they're like, yeah, we got all the money from it, but then we want more of your money, too.
Yeah.
We want money. And then what happens after that?
It says that depends on, then state taxes depends on where you live.
Okay, so 37%, but if you get one payout all at once, is it the $2 billion?
No, I mean, you get like 1 point, whatever the fuck it is. It's also lower.
But it's not just the 37% taxes that get drawn out. If you take it in one payment, you get less.
It's giving me on a $593 million jackpot for some reason. The pre-tax lump sum cash option is approximately 277.6.
Out of 500?
Yikes.
Out of almost 600.
So you get less than half.
Yeah.
But you get it right now.
But you're getting it tomorrow.
I think that's what I'd do.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
Yeah,
I would do that.
take it all.
Give me it all right now. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Totally.
Especially
Yeah,
after I
you
get
don't.
this cash.
Dude, I would. Oh man, I'd probably go to I'd go to Shaq. I'd be like, you want to make Kazam 2? I'd buy a house near my folks.
I'd go to Elon and go, how much for a rocket?
Whoa.
How much?
Where would you?
You want your own?
He's like, are you serious?
Bro, if I got to Jeff Bezos money, for sure I'm buying a rocket.
And where are you going with it?
Wherever.
Rancho
They're not reusable
Cucamonga?
yet,
Wherever.
really. They're barely reusable.
There will be by then. If I get that old and that rich,
What happened
I'm
to
buying
the
rockets?
What happened to the subway system that was supposed to go like L.A. to San Fran in like a minute? What was that?
What?
No, come on. I feel like you
is that
talked
the
about
Boring Company? No, the Boring thing was like
It was
traffic.
It was going to be some sort
Oh,
of
the
fast
high-speed rail. Yeah. Well, that was really just a money scam.
Fuck.
They
Sounded good.
didn't do anything.
Almost like helicopter Uber was like I think lasted for 2 days.
How much did they spend on the high-speed rail project? Let's find that out. Let's take a guess.
I would not have got on that.
I don't think that they've spent it all, but it says $4 billion in federal funding.
Wow.
Has implications.
What a great idea.
I think it was
And
more than that,
how
though.
much have they built?
Oh, none.
They were like tired of.
What other company? What other company? Imagine if you hired General Dynamics, whatever, and said, "Hey, how much for you guys to make me a train and make it go really fast?"
Yeah.
And they said, "Well, I think we could do it for about $4 billion." You're like, "Okay, let's
Cool.
do it."
Thanks for the budget.
And then you give them the money, and then you go back 10 years later. You're busy. You're not paying attention. You're like, "Hey, how's the train doing? How far you guys get?"
Not great. Not great.
We didn't get anywhere.
Yeah, we didn't get anywhere.
We don't have any more money.
But I thought you were telling
What
us.
did you?
What did you spend it on?
What happened? Well, there's a lot of NGOs that are attached to this.
We also
project.
bought a lot
There's
of Powerball tickets.
And we had an indigenous land, which is a land acknowledgement.
They
There's
have
one-
a
a big
smaller
deal.
version in Florida, and there are people dying all the time
Whoa.
because people think that they can beat it, and they can't.
What?
And they get hit.
Wait.
They think because they think it in Florida. There's tons of trains going all the time. It's a normal train. And you think you can get across and faster.
Oh, so it's a lot faster than the normal
Yeah.
train? What kind of train is this? It goes 125 miles an hour?
yeah.
Regular trains like what? 80.
180
Oh, so
deaths.
how many people? 180 deaths, making America's most dangerous passenger train. It's just because people try to run across the tracks?
Yeah.
Bro, that's so crazy.
And now you put up stats like that, and you got some psycho kids that are like, well, now,
Oh,
now
my
look at all the people
God.
that have died. Now we got to go test the limits.
Can you show me what it looks like when it goes by? Is there a video of it going by?
It's the Randy Johnson of trains.
I want to see drive-by.
Yeah, there's got to be a video.
I want to see what that's like. There was one that I just saw from, I think it was Japan. That's bananas.
Can you imagine getting hit by a train?
Oh, dude.
That might be.
It'd be instantaneous.
Yeah,
death.
I guess you wouldn't feel anything.
Well, let's see how fast it goes. Give me.
Whoa!
Oh, that's pretty quick.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That's-
That's quick. See that again. Yeah. Whew.
Oh man.
Ooh. But the one in, I think it was Japan. I think Japan has some new crazy high-speed one that's like 3 times faster than that.
Why?
They want to get somewhere quick?
Yeah,
No time to waste, motherfucker.
I know. Time is money.
Gotta get going.
I know, dude. That's really what it is.
Yeah, well,
You're there.
they're making jets now that are going to be supersonic again. After the watch this, motherfucker, watch this. What the fuck? Yeah.
Wait, that's not AI.
Holy shit! Holy shit! No, that's not AI. This is Japan's new
It
train.
says it's 310 miles an hour.
Bro, watch this again.
I don't-
watch this again. This is so crazy.
Yeah, that didn't look. That looked faster than the 180, but so that's probably saving how much time do you think? If you're going, so LA to San Fran is like what?
Time is money, motherfucker. Time is money. If
so
we want
ahead
to
of
keep
things.
everybody safe, let's go 35 miles an hour. And then you know what you have to worry about? Train robbers. They hop on board because it's so slow they
Yeah.
can grab it.
Oh wow, is that what the speed increase is for?
Like when they're going uphill.
people
that's
still-
when the train robbers would jump on board.
Oh yeah,
They'd wait. They'd
What a
wait till
cool
you're about
life.
to go uphill.
What a cool life, dude. In my next life, I'm gonna be a train robber.
Bro, don't do
I
that.
don't know what it's currently. Tokyo to Osaka in under an hour.
Whoa, how far is that?
I'll have to look that up.
Don't give me kilometers.
It's all in
Don't you
kilometers.
do it.
Don't you dare give me kilometers.
Why
Jimmy.
didn't they teach us that in school?
Kilometers?
Yeah, they could have. We could all be using that. We could have abandoned this nonsense that makes us confused as to
wow.
how the rest of the world
Goes up
measures
to
things.
375.
Whoa!
Jesus Christ.
375 miles an hour is crazy.
So it's they've been fucking with this for a while, and we just aren't doing it because.
They've
They
talked-
blew the money.
But that was the only operation potentially to get it going, or
Some discussions have been talked about to get it going before either which won't happen, the World Cup or the Olympics in 2026. or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
All we need is an additional $4 billion, and we should be on schedule.
If that, they're like
gonna
privatizing
be-
it, they've said.
Of course we are. Wow. I love America. It's just so filled with crazy bullshit.
So,
It's just
yeah.
it's so goddamn goofy.
There's a lot of fun stuff to talk about right now, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you find as a comic the crazier shit is, the more fun it is on stage, or no?
For sure. This is faster than either flying between the two cities or taking the 1.5 hour trip to the current Tokaido line available with the Japanese Rail Pass. The proposed route will include stops at stations at Shingawa, Sagamihara, Kofu, Lida, and Nakasugawa. Sorry.
We'll go with that.
Originally planned only extend as far as Shingawa Station, the creation of the short underground route to central Tokyo. So how fast is it? I mean, how far is it going? Does it say?
It's 40 minutes to, it's kind of an hour and a half. It doesn't say the distance.
Okay.
177 miles. 80% of the 177 miles will be located underground.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
$55 billion.
Scary.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
55
Could you imagine going 375 miles an hour underground?
1,000 people at a time, though.
Oh, boy.
That's like 10 planes.
You're making me nauseous.
Yeah, even the New York subway sometimes goes too fast. You see that video of the woman falling asleep? God bless her, dude. Everybody. I think it was in San Francisco, right?
What?
A woman fell asleep at the wheel in the subway. Nobody died, but she definitely went off the track for a minute, and everybody fell over.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I didn't
and then
see that.
and then everybody was freaking out, and she opened the door and goes, "Hey, chill out. We're fine." But like maybe she didn't remember that she's on camera, so like they got her just passing out. I mean, I'm surprised that doesn't happen more. Honestly, those are crazy hours they're working.
No, there was a person running that still. Why don't they use AI?
Psych, we got you. You're on my new hidden camera show. We got you there. We got you there.
That's how it works.
No, there is AI for the subway?
That's how AI takes over everything. You have these kind of conversations. Why don't they just use AI for that? And AI's like, you're right. You should use us. We could make it so efficient that it's 99.9% safe as opposed to the current level of 98% safe.
That was really good.
We could approximately save
there it
5
is.
million lives over the course of the next 20 years.
Is that what AI...
This lady just fell asleep?
Yeah.
Oh, so she's on like a rail.
Yeah, it's like outside in San Francisco.
Oh.
It's going 50 miles an hour.
It is surprising that with the
And
Waymos...
she just fell asleep?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Just derailed. Didn't crash.
Oh, my God. That's so nuts.
And I just thought it was funny that she was like,
Look at
chill
her
out.
Look at her there.
We're
out
fine.
cold.
8 in the morning, maybe?
I mean,
Wow.
Boom. Look at that. Can you imagine? Oh,
Whoa. That's nuts.
people went down.
That is nuts.
Hands in her pockets. Like, yeah, you gotta be 10 and 2.
She's
I
got
think.
great lashes, though.
Yeah.
Great eyelashes. Yeah, man, that's crazy. They should have a computer running that thing.
Have you done the Waymo yet?
No.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
I'm
Are
not
we
going to
aligned
be a
on this?
traitor to the human race. This
your
is
logic.
the first shot across the bow in the robot war.
Yeah.
Except the fact that robots are going to drive you everywhere.
I don't want that.
Meanwhile, I drove my Tesla here today.
It's fine. It's different.
Basically the same thing. It's pretending I'm in control. Oh,
Is it
you're
awesome?
doing a great job steering, Joe.
Is it awesome?
Oh, it's incredible. It drives itself.
Fuck.
If I wanted to. I don't ever do it, but if I wanted to, I could put in a address, go doot doot, and it just goes there. Stops at every stop sign, stops at every stoplight, changes lanes when there's an obstruction.
So you don't have the trust built enough to like allow it to take you.
It.
Yeah.
I like to drive.
Yeah, me too.
I want to drive.
Yeah.
It's fun. I like driving. And I like being aware of stuff and paying attention. I don't want to just drift off and just like let the computer do the work, but that's coming. It's coming.
Are you a road trip guy? No.
I don't have time for road
You
trips.
don't,
son.
yeah, fuck.
No.
But
Are
I'm
you?
sorry I asked you that
Are
question.
you a road trip guy?
As soon as
I
it came
couldn't
out of
see
my
you in a
mouth.
Winnebago. Winnebago with the kids in the back.
All
Traveling
right.
across the country.
That's me, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the amount of gigs early on that the amount of times I went from LA to San Diego or LA to Santa Barbara, LA to San Fran or SAC for 8-10 minutes. I remember Tripoli had some room in Santa Barbara. I would drive 8 minutes, then come back, then host a Fear Factor live show at Universal the next morning at 9 a.m. And I'd drive Sam out there or whoever it was just to get time. But I always liked it.
Wow.
But as far as like a cross-country road trip, I don't know.
That's not a road trip, though. That's just road work.
Yeah, but 5-6 hours felt like a road trip.
It's a lot of driving. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Oh, but, okay, I guess, but road trip, a classic road trip.
Yeah,
You're talking like
not even for work, just like a road trip. Just go on a trip, see the country, pull into places.
yeah, I'd like to do it. I mean, there's some people
Do you take time off?
I will next week.
For real?
Yeah. Well, I was going home to
You're
Seattle.
not convincing.
I know. Well, just because it's like we have the last Phil show coming up. I'm on the road with club dates for the rest of the year. And then I start my first theater tour, January through April of next year. So that's on sale right now, AdamRayComedy.com.
Damn.
But I don't know, so many shows, and then last Phil, and then writing a bunch. I don't know. To me, there's not enough time in the day. But going home to Seattle for Thanksgiving will be the shutdown because I'm around my nieces and nephews. I want to have a lot of time to kick with my mom. And
did you start stand up there?
I did one open mic before I moved to LA, just to feel like I did it. And then when I went to SC 01 to 05, started in 07 is when I jumped in. I did a few frat parties during college. Only going off the confidence that I did it once in Seattle. For whatever reason, you need the delusion to start even trying to do stand-up.
Right.
So for whatever reason, I was able to ride the experience of once in Seattle and go up at a frat party and just bomb. I mean, I got to find that footage. I got a few laughs when I made fun of bike cops, and then I did a little crowd work because the girl started booing. It was before a band, and the band was an hour late. And then I had the balls to do all 30 minutes that I practiced. I should have done 5 and gotten off because the band was ready, but I was like, I practiced 30, I'm doing 30. Can you imagine? And then this girl started yelling shit out, and I yelled shit back and got some laughs, and that's all I remember about it. And my buddies, I remember just got off, and they were like, man, that was... How long were you up there? Never a good sign. Nothing about what you did, but really started in 07 at the store and everywhere. Yeah,
you do need that delusion in the beginning.
1,000%.
Yeah, you need to be slightly delusional because the dream is so ridiculous.
It's so there can't be any part of you that's like, do people really want to hear what I have to say, or am I really funny? I mean, it's just like, and I had done plays, so I felt comfy on stage. Mm-hmm. But that's what's so funny when there's a kid that I'm not mentoring, but just giving advice to every time he asks, and he's unfortunately looking for, I think with just clips and everything now, he's just like, he's looking for shortcuts. And I'm like, I don't want to tell him not to do it, but I'm like, man, you're just like, you're not focused on kind of what I was telling you, which is control what you can control, which is getting on stage all the time, writing all the time, living a life worth writing about is what I tell this kid a lot. Because I'm like, if you find yourself, he's a little too isolated, and I'm like, you need to get your job back, so you're just accumulating life experience, having things to pull from. But yeah, I can't imagine starting now.
Well, it's got to be
because you're so focused on like, I got to get that clip.
Now it's a different sort of
and...
environment, right? The clip environment, like that's how guys are promoting their work now. It's like when
it's a blessing and a curse.
It's definitely a blessing.
1,000%.
The only curse would be because it doesn't preclude you from still doing a lot of open mics. It doesn't preclude you from working and opening for people, but it can give you like an undue amount of success. Like if you have like a really good crowd work video and then a bunch of people come out to see you, but you really only have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Which happens to some folks.
Yeah.
Because it's tricky, and you don't necessarily want people watching you the first year. Or the first 2 years.
Fuck no.
Or even maybe in the first 3.
Oh, my mom came out to see me too soon, and it was bad. I did a joke. Let me see if I can remember it. I said something about I was raised... Oh, that's so stupid. Just a classic misdirect. I go like, I was raised by a single mom. I grew up with just my mom and my sister. So I was like sensitive and blah, blah, blah. And making a joke about maybe being gay because I was raised by 2 women. So I go, so my mom taught me to like be kind and nice and take a guy out to dinner before you lick his asshole. And like would get about this response. And then I would go, just kidding. I wouldn't take him to dinner. Bro, that was maybe my 3rd time on stage. And my mom came to that show. It's my sweet mom, little Jew from Oklahoma. And I remember after the show, she just goes, did you have fun?
Did you
But the
have
delusion
fun?
to think like, I don't care if mom's here. I'm doing the joke I wrote. I mean, if you can call that a joke, but.
Well, yeah. Well, it's also
God
a
I've
part of
grown.
being young, too. And you're young, you're just, especially dudes, we're just stupid.
We are.
Yeah. And you think you could do anything. Dumbass.
Yeah.
But eventually you can. That's the thing. It's like you're going to have to suck at the beginning. It's just with everything you do. If you picked up ping pong tomorrow, you're going to fucking suck.
I thought about that.
Ping pong?
I thought about trying to. I love ping pong.
Do you?
Oh, I love it.
Really?
Oh, I fucking love it, dude. It's probably how, I don't know how pool is for you, but like it's relaxing, even though I know it's a little, and
energetic.
And I shoot the shit a lot with whoever I'm playing with. It's a real like mindless almost, because I don't play video games really anymore. And
what happened? Why'd you stop?
Moved out of my apartment, left the table there. have space now. I have a house. I should fucking definitely buy
but
one.
It'll suck you back into that
know.
dark hole.
That dark pong hole.
That dark hole of video games.
And I
video
felt.
games are too good right now.
Oh, I do. Give me no thanks, dude.
They're too good.
I played Halo over last holidays with my brother, and I was really high. He was not, and I started to I just had panic attacks. It was too real. My heart was palpitating. I was just like, he got in my head. He was like, dude, I can't believe you let our guy die. And I was like, whoa. He's like, he's got a family. I was like, it was too much.
Yeah, maybe it's not for you.
No.
Jamie, what was that? Did I send you that thing with those goggles that you could use on Steam?
Dude, your brain is awesome.
Kind of just a new headset that
I'm so glad we're going back to this. Because when you brought up the goggles earlier, I was like, fuck, we got off that. But I'm really curious about that. So thanks for getting us back there.
This Steam goggles is some new thing that I saw that there's like a component that goes on the outside and there's a battery pack and it can either directly sync up to your computer or it works as a standalone. And it's showing you like AR, all the video games that are on Steam. It seems fucking nuts, right?
Yeah, that's kind of available now though already.
Right, but there's a new one that's supposed to be even better. That's the one that I sent you. I sent you that video, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying like this. It's not. I don't want to shit on it too bad, but it's
Do.
not.
Please do.
It's not
because I want it.
Yeah, it's not. Unfortunately, like you can do this now.
Okay, but my point is, this is supposed to be really good. The new one,
I know.
and you could play games.
Yep.
Like what games are on Steam? Does Steam have Quake?
So that's a misunderstanding. I think you're misunderstanding that a little bit.
You can't play any game that's on Steam?
That's not what that meant. I get. So VR games are available through Steam, and you generally have to connect a wire or something. I remember that giant setup we used to have back in the day? We were playing those games all through Steam.
Okay, and we had it set up through a wire?
Yeah, and so like on like an Oculus headset, which is what this is sort of comparing itself to.
Right.
You have to download those games directly to that or like have it connected to your phone.
Right.
And without an extra wire or another device, you couldn't easily play Steam games before recently, but you kind of can now. And so that they've updated the device to be like, okay, well, we'll do that too now. You can just put all that tech in a...
This is my question, the obvious one. How long before you can play VR Quake?
That's they'd have to develop that, and I don't think that they want to. And also...
On a multi-directional treadmill.
What's VR Quake?
It's too fast. You'd get sick. You would throw up.
You'd get sick.
Yeah, you'd get sick. We're fine.
Yeah, you'd get sick, bitch.
There's no good movement.
I'd be fine.
There's no good movement.
I'd feel great.
I'm just saying,
I'd do it fasted.
Yeah.
It's not. I could put the roller coaster thing on for you right now. You probably would get real queasy.
No, it's a hard
not
pass.
Good. It's real hard.
No, I'm sure. I'm kidding, but I want to try. I just feel like if they really did VR Quake and you're on one of those, you ever see those? They strap you in at the waist, these treadmills.
No.
And it's like a circle, and you can run in any direction.
No.
Yeah, it's like a contained circle.
Cool.
What are they called? Multi-directional treadmills? Is that what they're called? Omnidirectional treadmills. So it's like it's kind of like you're attached with like cables, and you just run on this treadmill, and you're running and shooting at things, and like you're probably getting some legitimate exercise.
1,000% you are.
Especially if you're doing some game where you got to run from zombies. You're running, you're fucking gunning them down, and you're running and gunning down zombies. Probably amazing.
So Disney developed something that's not available yet. They call it the Hollow Tile, which is an updated version of that, which doesn't have to be on a treadmill. Like you're not attached to anything. This guy's just standing still and walking.
Whoa.
But this again, like.
But wait a minute, are they like beads?
Yeah.
How is that working?
Talk to Disney. I don't fucking.
Okay, but that doesn't seem like you can go fast.
Well, you can't really go fast in this either.
You can't go fast.
I'm just no one has.
Your mom.
If everyone really liked it and it was that good, me and Red Band would have.
I was gonna say Red Band is all over this, right?
Yeah, it's
not that good.
There.
Well, what's it look like now? Let me see what we got. Let me see a dude doing it. Total game changer.
That's
dun, 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 dun. Look at that guy's sandals, and tell me if you want to be him.
Wait, here's his David O, verified buyer. Let me read this.
That dude's got sandals with socks on.
I love my Omni One. It has been a total game changer. Game changer. In just 4 months of thrilling action-packed gaming, it has shattered my weight loss plateau and dropped an incredible 40 additional pounds, all while having an absolute blast.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be legitimate exercise.
Yeah.
Are those... Oh, that's his sneakers. They're strapped in. I thought he was wearing socks with sandals. I was like, that is the wackiest shit I've ever seen.
That seems kind of fun.
That's how you have to do it, though.
Most people don't want to be active while they're playing video games. It's just they're counterintuitive things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not talking about most people, Jamie.
About
We're talking about,
We're talking about a couple of athletes.
I'm
right
talking
here,
about
dude.
me wanting that thing
Yeah.
in my life. So when he's running on that thing, what does it look like? Can we show me a video of someone using one of
Like,
those
I'd be
things?
down to go to the prehistoric era and chase, fight, kill, whatever it is, dinosaurs, but be moving and shaking, right?
Yeah.
Versus just being stationary.
Yeah, I want to run
Yeah.
from stuff. I want bats chasing
It's virtual
me.
reality. It should be
Yeah.
as real as possible.
It's supposed to be scary.
I mean, that's
And also, you get a workout in. Ooh, that looks actually kind of cool.
look how he's leaning so far forward there to do that. Like that's not comfortable.
But is he
or-
doing that on purpose?
Probably not. He's probably trying to make it work.
Oh, bro, this looks awesome. You are not dissuading me. This looks amazing.
This does
And
look
this
awesome.
could be the
Oh my
only.
God.
The problem too. This could be the only game that works on it.
I want to shoot those things.
We got to get Martin Phillips in
What
this.
whatever the things are happening in that game?
But this is kind of my point with all VR. I've tried to tell you before. If someone made a really good game by now, 10 years into this, everybody would know about it. We would have talked about it
Yeah.
a bunch.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
what
there's just not.
what games can you play with this setup?
I've never. I don't know. I don't know anybody that's ever used it.
Well, let's
He's got
find
put
out.
set on the outside of his shoes.
What are those?
He's got something on the outside of his Nikes
Right,
there,
it's
I
like
can
a
tell.
strapped-on thing, just like the other one was.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
funny to see how far we've come. Remember the Nintendo trackpad? I mean, dude, we are just leaps and bounds past that.
I think those things must have some sort of a sensor that lets you know where the foot is at any given time. That makes sense, right? So the game would know. That would be the way the game would detect whether or not you're moving forward. Oh, this seems so awesome.
Well, with all the stuff they do with the motion capture for the sports games is pretty incredible.
But if you could play games like Quake, where you could actually be holding up a plastic rifle and you're running down these
Yeah.
hallways, shooting down monsters
Yeah.
and shit.
Well, think about playing if you were playing like a Madden and you could like feel the impact of taking a hit or running
Something
and like
I did that was not. It was in the middle of this. You know those gel blaster things?
What's that?
It's like Tony gives away at Kill Tony.
a little BB
It's
gun.
like
What is it?
yeah, it's like a little BB gun.
Yeah.
It's
What
in
is
the.
it? A
It's
gel
little
blaster?
Gel blast. It's little gel BBs, I guess.
Okay.
They've hooked it up and made it computerized, and you have sensors on like VR or like laser tag. It's in the middle of laser tag. and
That's
this.
fun.
They put up giant things for you to run around.
Cool.
And it's scoring the whole time.
Cool.
There's little voices talking to you, saying like, "Good job, you did it. Like, watch your health, get back. You gotta
Uh-oh.
hide, reload."
Birthday party idea, Joe.
That
Have you
shit-
ever done
That was
paintball?
really fun.
Yes.
I did paintball when I lived in Boston. There was this place that had like, it was like a warehouse that had all black lights.
Cool.
And you had neon paintballs.
Oh my God.
And you had wars like with other teams. It was so much fun.
It's the
man.
best.
And
I've
they
only done it
hurt.
outdoors. Oh yeah.
They fucking light you
Yeah,
up. You're
it's
like,
real pain.
"Ooh."
Yeah.
When they hit you, you're like, oh shit, that hurts.
Oh yeah. it
Actually
did.
hurts.
I got one in the lower
Goggles
back
on,
and
shit.
yeah,
Fucking-
It's fun.
It is fun. It's very exciting.
They still do it, right? Yeah. Why wouldn't
Oh
they?
fuck yeah, they do it. People get super serious. They have like really sophisticated paintball guns now, where they can shoot like multiple rounds, like
Yeah.
semi-automatic paintball guns.
my
like,
God.
Like a big giant bottle at the bottom filled with paintballs. Yeah, it's crazy.
My buddy did one for a work like team bonding thing.
Oh.
He's like, it did not end well. Like people were fucking just. It was almost like a work conference where people got fucked up and maybe cheated. It was just like a version of just people taking out.
Oh no.
Just people just cheap shots and also people getting hit and going after people they didn't like and
Yeah.
But
Oh,
no. Yeah. So
Oh,
it
people getting
backfired.
their
Yeah.
people getting their aggressions out on their
Yeah.
employees, and shooting them.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Joyce. Sally, Sally, you shot her in the face.
Oh, my
She's
God.
on your team.
Well, I
That
made it
fucking
better.
Bitch is never on my team. Fucking pulling hair and fucking,
Oh
fucking
my
high
God.
heels in the air.
That's so funny. Oh my God. She's never on my team.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
You imagine having to work with someone you hate? Imagine like 8 hours every day with someone you fucking hate. Doing something you hate with someone you hate. Some shitty fucking person you share a cubicle with.
No, man, no.
Right next to you.
Dreading it.
Yeah, right next to you, talking shit. That fucking bitch.
And there's no way to spin it. Yeah.
Nah, you're stuck. And then you gotta like behave with the office culture and
I bagged groceries at Albertsons for a little bit, and there were some people there that sucked, but like, you know,
That's
I
different.
didn't see them every like
yeah, you're moving around.
moving around. Yeah.
You're doing
Oh,
stuff.
but if you're locked in a cube,
Yeah.
oof, what a bummer.
That's a fucking horrible way
Thank
to
God.
live your life.
Fuck. Thank God we were delusional.
Thank God. Right? We need more delusional people out there. That's
so.
why I'm a big supporter of Adderall. Like more people should
All right,
be,
quick
no,
little sponsor.
just kidding.
Yeah. I did it once.
Did you?
I did it once, and I went out to. I was doing. It was a year after I graduated, and my buddy was like, "Come out to the West Hollywood Halloween party with me." He's like, "It's supposed to be crazy, like 200,000 people." I don't know if you ever in LA saw that. It was like up and down Santa Monica Boulevard, just the ultimate chaos, right, in the gay part of LA. And so I was like, "Oh, I'm going to do some content then." So I got my buddy with a camera to like interview people because the costumes. Jeff Scott from the store used to go down there all the time. He would build elaborate costumes. People would spend. I mean, I talked to a guy who said he spent $80,000 on a full Batman suit. I'm not joking. So and there was a guy, Adam and Eve. They were just buck naked with a couple things. And I'm just talking to everybody. I may have taken off my YouTube, but I was so tired. And my buddy was like, "You want an Adderall?" And I've never done it. And Joe, I have never done it since I was 2006. I felt unbelievable, dude.
That's what scares me.
I felt unbelievable, and I was locked in, dude.
You were selling me something right there. You were ready to sell some real estate.
Sorry, I've never snapped at anybody. It was a bit. I was a character.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah. I was so focused, but I didn't feel like my heart was racing too fast. It was
incredible.
Yeah,
that's the problem. It sounds incredible. It's like when Hunter Biden describes crack. Like, that sounds incredible.
Well, wait. The only reason I didn't do it is because it sounded too good.
Yeah.
You know, under my administration, we had the first black mermaid.
Who's that?
Biden.
Who's the black mermaid?
The little mermaid that was black.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I missed that. I missed that outrage.
It's okay. Yeah. Great name for a title of a special.
Outrage?
I missed that outrage.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's a little long.
No, it's not bad. Missed that outrage.
You jamming on another one?
I am putting together material now, you know, that the weird process of subtraction, deletion, addition, expansion. It's like fucking around. I'm doing it at my own pace.
Yeah.
So I'm not
that's what
thinking
you
about,
should.
I'm just thinking about having fun and doing things that I find interesting. Like, you know, it's like.
You don't need to, I mean,
What's up?
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say having a club and having to not go on the road is huge.
Yeah.
And it gives you a chance to, like, I think sometimes when, I don't know, a lot of people have this issue. Like, you do a special and then you're supposed to go on tour like 4 or 5 months later and you don't really have enough material yet. So you start putting together stuff that you think will work rather than stuff that you really like.
Whoa.
You know?
Yep.
So that's where my head's at.
Yeah.
Just talk about stuff you really like. And sometimes it's hard, like the subjects that I'm really interested in right now, some of them are just not that funny. They're just too weird. It's hard to figure out a way to make some of these ideas into comedy.
When you're giving yourself ample time to marinate and play around, if you don't have like I'm going to shoot something in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess there's, again.
Goals are good too.
Totally.
Yeah, because they force you to work. They
Yeah.
force you to, like, you have like a sense of urgency. I think at a certain point in time, a goal is good too. But I also think there's a meandering period that's important.
Got to explore.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck.
Yeah. I'm doing my first weekend at the mothership in February. I'm fired up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm fired up.
Very exciting.
I mean, just being there last night, Shane brought me up. Man, he murdered. He's fucking so funny.
Were you guys on a late show?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And I went over to see Queens of the Stone Age. They were doing this ACL live.
Yeah, they're here tonight too.
Yeah.
Tony's going tonight.
They were so good, dude.
They're great.
I met Josh, the first Dr. Phil live show we did, Bird did at the store, and he brought Josh, and he was just like, yeah, Bird told me he was doing the Dr. Phil show, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And we just became homies, and so he came, invited me over there, and I didn't see that ACL live studio before. It's awesome. It's like a TV studio, but it's 3 levels, and it was like a really intimate, probably 500. Jamie, have you been there?
Yeah, that's where that one Kill Tony was.
I thought you were saying studio. I was confused.
Well, it's like it's
downtown ACL Live.
Yeah, I've done it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've done that.
It was awesome. But they ripped it. Dude, they're I feel like them, Foo Fighters, like there's a handful of bands that you're just like, oh, you guys are rock stars, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh sounds so fucking good vocally, and the band is so dialed in. I mean, there's I think 6 of them in the group, and yeah, it was awesome, man.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I had him on the podcast once back in the day.
Nice.
Back when in the LA days.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a Queens of the Stone Age poster up in the green room. Tony
Awesome.
showed it to him. He was like, "Oh, that's fucking great."
Awesome.
Yeah, Adam gave it to me. I was like, "Oh, this is such a cool photo and belongs to."
Here, my friend Josh gave me this poster. I don't even want to have it. But Norm liked him too. I don't know. It's good to see you, man.
That's pretty close.
It's all right, is it? That's all right.
It's pretty close.
You want to know when I first met Adam Egget? I love this guy. I don't think I've ever told you this story. The Tempe Improv, when he was booking the Tempe Improv.
That's when I met him.
It's 2010, so I'm 3 years into doing stand-up. He comes to the Hollywood Improv. He's trying to just scout, like, young comics to come out and feature at the Improv. They gave him jurisdiction to start bringing people out to, like, feature and just, we'll fly you out, put you up. And so I meet him at the Improv, and he's like, "Man, I think you should come out and do. You know Jim Florentine? Yeah, maybe you can feature for Jim Florentine." I ended up breaking my ankle playing an outdoor basketball game with Sam Tripoli, shattered my ankle and couldn't go. And then Matt Bronger was going to be there in December. And he's like, "No, you can do the Bronger weekend, but like it's also the holiday show, so you got to be clean." And I was like, "Fine, I'll just take out the F-bombs." I was not filthy aside from that. I did have one joke that was this like PSA joke about how like, it's all these celebrities talking about things that you like can't really relate to. You need like a guy. It was always like, Johnny Depp being like, you need to read more to your kids, blah, blah, blah. And then it would be, I was like, why isn't there a guy that's just like, "What's up? My name's Cameron. Life gets tough, so make sure to tell your doctor to put please refill on your Vicodin order. That way you can sell the pills for $10 a piece to your deadbeat pill poppin's friends and finally get enough cash to buy that 20-inch Vizio flat screen that your slutty ex-girlfriend said was going to take up too much space in the apartment. Well, good thing she showed you her bipolar side because now you're free from her bullshit annex. Fuck you, Beth, you dumb cunt." And I have like a PSA at the end of it. I did that at the show, and I said cunt. And I got fired from the weekend. And Adam comes up to me and he goes, "Oh, man, I put me in a tough position, man. I got to fire you." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "I told you to be clean." I go, "I know, I totally fucked up. I rolled the dice. They had me go up and do 10 and then 5 and then 10 again. And I was crushing and it was great. But the owner at the time, I think he's passed, was super like conservative Christian. And even though all the holiday parties were coming up to me and being like, "Dude, super funny. I was great." Adam's like, "Dude, we have to like." The manager at the time, this guy named Eddie, was like, "We got to get this guy out of here because if there are complaints, then we got rid of the problem,
Right.
And meanwhile, I'm looking up and I'm seeing Bronger kind of cursing and whatever, and the manager was like, "Well, he's the headliner," and I was like, "Oh, I think I'm being used as a scapegoat," but I get it because I did tell Adam I'd be clean and I fucked up. Adam though then comes over with me. He felt bad that I fucked up, and we go to the bar next door, we rip it up, we chat, and we stayed in touch, and like he didn't like hold it against me, and still a homie to this day.
Yeah, he's a good dude. That's you're not supposed to say cunt when you're on a clean show. Part of the thing you have
fucked
to deal
up.
with.
Yeah. And I was up
Whoopsies.
until that point, it was the last joke I did, and I just rolled the dice. And I started doing it, and I wasn't savvy enough to like, I was like, this is how it ends.
Have you always been able to like do impressions like this? What is that?
I don't know. Just
Because you do a lot of impressions.
pretty good ear, yeah.
Yeah. Where'd that come from? When did you start doing that?
Impersonating teachers and friends as a kid, I think. I was a real big kid, and there was a girl that the first impression I remember doing was this girl named Annie, and she was like the young hot girl in school, and everybody had a crush on her. And I had bigger tits than her. I was a real big kid, and she had a real big crush on my buddy. So I remember I prank called my buddy as her with a couple other friends, like pretending to be her, calling him. And he believed it, and we had like a 20-minute conversation.
No way.
4th grade, yeah.
Let me hear what it sounds like.
Well, I can remember, I can tap into how I would do it because it was like in the back of my throat. It was like really like, "Hey, Evan, what's going on?" Obviously, my voice is way deeper now, but that's what I would do.
That would
was
be
like,
a problem. I'd be like, "Who the fuck is this? And how big's your dick? This is crazy."
I'll send you a link. So then I would start doing.
What size shoe do you wear, Evelyn?
Evelyn, you're killing the comedy names for these bits. So teachers, friends, and then I did. I went to my friend's like water sports camp. That was like it was a Christian water sports camp, but I was buddies with them. So like, yeah, you can come and like just skip the Jesus talk, I guess. Even though the guy tried to convert me, he was like, "I know you're a Jew, but you're the only Jew here." I was like, "Yeah, but this doesn't feel like a conversation we need to have about that." And
He was
like,
trying to convert you?
Yeah.
How did he do it?
I can't totally remember, but it was something about the
Did it
core
involve
of it.
sucking your dick?
It did a little
Sound
bit.
like
yeah,
it.
yeah. And letting Jesus into my heart. He's like, "And Jesus would love to see if you could fit around this." but I remember for the talent show, I did a bunch of impressions. I did what I do. I did I think a Clinton and a Cosby and that aged well. And then I did a Master Splinter from Ninja Turtles and like Mike Tyson. I don't know. I think I always have a pretty good ear, but like all this stuff.
But I want to go back to how this guy tried to convert you.
Oh shit. He had a Bible. He just sat. I got out of it pretty quick because I was like, I'm here for the jet skiing and the camaraderie. And he was like, I think you're really missing out on letting Christ into your heart. He's like, and he kept asking me like, is life going great for you? I'm like, I don't know. My mom's holding down 4 or 5 jobs. Like I can afford, she didn't buy me Jordans, but I got the Patrick Ewings, we're doing okay. And he just kept trying to be like, you could be doing better than you are now, and Jesus will fix that. Was like kind of the moral of the story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus is going to fix your
He went
whole
hard in the
life.
paint. Yeah, whole
Really?
life. He's like, do you know why your dad left?
Whoa.
Yeah.
He did
I
not.
swear to God, yeah. He brought up a little divorce
Because you didn't have Jesus in your heart?
I don't know
Or
if he
your
was
dad
going there,
didn't
but-
have Jesus in his heart?
that was probably insinuated.
If you found Jesus, how does the dad get back into
Great
your
question.
life?
Great question.
Doesn't.
It doesn't.
This is terrible logic.
Yeah. Yeah, he went hard in the paint.
Wow.
He was a young guy, too.
Those are always sus.
Yeah.
Those young, hard in the paint guys are very sus.
Yeah, he was trying to, I think he was almost like he's a young door-to-door salesman. He was like, if I can convert the Jew on this camp, maybe I'll get Delta status. I'll be a gold medallion member. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird one, right?
But the voices, I don't know, an ear for it, I guess, but I don't even, doing the character stuff and being able to actually transform helps a lot. Being able to like see
You
myself.
need to bring that guy into your act. The guy
I
who's
know,
trying to
don't talk
convert
about
everybody.
that. I really should, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
100%.
That's
So
interesting.
Johnny
You're right.
Depp and the guy who's always trying to convert everyone to Jesus, and Jesus will fix everything that's wrong.
Everything.
Everything that's wrong.
I guess, and I didn't know enough about it to give him. I don't know. I also just like, I don't know, man. I'm pretty reformed with Judaism anyway. Like,
When I was in college, when I was at UMass, there was this girl that was in my class, this really hot Puerto Rican girl with glasses. She was so pretty, and she was really friendly. And she kept inviting me to these things. Like, she invited me to this weekend retreat that her and her friends were going to. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. This really hot girl's inviting me to go to this thing. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like I was kind of a loser. Like, why is she inviting me? This
Whoa.
is crazy. But I couldn't go. I had an event. But I forget what I had. I think I had a fight. I forget. I was still competing back then, I think. And so then, might not have been. I don't know what the fuck it was. Might have been a comedy show back then, actually. Now I think about it, it was probably early 90s.
Yeah.
So when I was in class, we all found out that there was a plane crash. It was one of the Trump planes. Trump had an airline for a while. I don't know if you remember this.
No. Trump Air?
Yeah. And one of the planes, the landing gear didn't come out right. And the plane like skid across the one way and the people lived and they were fine. So I'd heard about it and they were all sitting eating lunch. So I went into the lunchroom and I said, hey, did you guys hear about the plane crash? And they go, no. I go, yeah, this is crazy. I go, everybody lived. What happened was the plane skid to the runway and the landing gear didn't come off. So it's like just the bottom of the plane, but everybody lived. And then the hot Puerto Rican girl goes, oh, praise God, praise God. Then they all started saying, praise God, praise God. And I was like, oh, you guys are trying to get me to go to a religious retreat. Oh. I'm like, okay.
I thought you were going to the Bang Bus.
So then I started asking questions.
Yeah.
So I'm like, are you guys like hardcore Christians? Like, what are you guys? And they're like, yes, and we wanted to invite you to, take Jesus into your life and to join us in this retreat. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
But
thank you for the
now
offer.
I know why you wanted me to go. I thought she liked me.
Bummer.
It was a bummer. Yeah. But made more sense. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're trying to recruit. And that's how they do it. They get this hot girl to recruit people.
Yeah, I mean, smart on their part.
Smart. But I wonder what it was, really, because it seemed a little cultish. It seemed really odd. It wasn't just like, there's a lot of Christians that I know that are great people.
Sure.
And if you told them about a plane crash, they'd be like, oh, thank God, thank God. But it would be like a normal way to say thank God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a weird praise God, praise God. They were all saying praise God. And it was odd. It wasn't as simple as, oh, thank God everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Thank God. Oh, I pray for those people that they okay, that's normal.
Yeah.
There's something about praise God.
Yeah,
Praise, and all of them saying it. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
God damn
And
it.
drink this, Joseph.
It was like I was in a zombie movie where everybody's turning. I was like, oh.
A woman came up to me after my show last weekend and goes,
I heard you talk about being nervous flying on stage, and I ran to my car, and I know you're a Jew, but I brought you a Bible. And I go, I think I'm all right. And she goes, well, wouldn't you like to know like where you're going when you die if the plane goes down? I go,
to be honest, no. I'm rocking out to my favorite Phil Collins song, hoping that the plane reroutes itself and we actually live. If the plane is shaking in a certain way, I don't just go, all right, well, at least I'm going. I'm like, fuck, no, I hope we get out of this. But she was like, oh, well, you wouldn't just, and then she kept pushing it, and she was like, I really think Jesus, and she kept going off, and then I go, with all due respect, like, I thought you just came in line to take a picture and say hello. You know, I hope you had a good time at the show. She goes, I'm going to go try that guy. And as my opener, I go, he's more Jewy than I am, so best of luck. And she went over to him, and I just see him going, like, you know, being like, I tried to be nice and be like, you know, it's, and I tried to be very, you know, sweet and be like, thanks, but no thanks, but she's just so pushy, man.
There's a lot of people that it gives them like a personal validation.
Yeah, she didn't like that.
You'll follow what they're doing. Like, and they also want to like guide you. They want to help you. And
she thought I was not
control you.
Yeah.
Weird.
I got no problem if you're like, I want to shoot my shot and see if you're into this. But once I was like, no thanks. But then there was a shift in her eyes of like, oof, you're this.
Well, she really believes it.
Yeah.
She's probably schizophrenic.
Yeah.
She's probably like got a mild touch, just a touch of the skits.
Touch of the skits.
There's a touch of the skits. There's a lot of folks out there with a touch.
Sure.
I don't think
We've all probably got a little
schizophrenics
something.
all full blown.
No.
There's a lot of people that are just like oddly out of touch.
Yeah.
We just got to go, I don't think you and I are experiencing the same game.
I'm trying to cross the sidewalk. You're trying to eat it.
You're on some weird level where you're not seeing things the way everybody else does.
Yeah.
Very weird. But some people are like that, and they ruin the idea of religion for a lot of folks because it's like you associate religion with like kooks. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. To need being a good person is a pretty easy formula too. I have one friend that's just so, God bless him, he's just so hardcore conservative Christian, and I'm like, do you need all that to justify being a good person? Like, isn't it like, aren't there some golden rules you can follow of treating people the way you want to be treated? It's just too much, in my opinion, you know. But yeah.
Well, I think it's like a good scaffolding for morals and ethics. That's
Sure.
the best thing about religion. And
Yeah.
if you follow people that are like devoutly religion, most religions, there's a few religions that preach some pretty radical violence.
Yeah.
But for the most part, what they're trying to get you to do is be a better person. They're trying to get you to follow morals and ethics and don't lie and, you know, love your neighbor and be a kind person.
Totally. But you can do that without it, can't you?
You can, but it helps.
Yeah.
It really does. And there's something about like going to a church where everybody has the same thought. You're all there for the same reason.
Yeah.
You're all there to give your mind, like give your consciousness, like think about the concept of this higher power and think about what these lessons that are in the Bible really refer to and what they really mean and what actually really probably happened. And it's interesting because you meet like the nicest people that do that. So it does work.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like you could get hung up in the weeds about whether or not you believe, you know, Adam and Eve were the first real people. Like, that seems a little sus.
Yeah.
You know, the whole Noah's Ark, like, what? That seems a little sus. But I think outside of that, what you're really dealing with is a bunch of stories where people are trying to accurately depict real events, but doing it after hundreds of years of just telling stories by the campfires, and a lot of it's distorted by translations, a lot of it's distorted over time, but I think they were trying to say something very profound. And I don't know what really happened, but I think what they're trying to do is give you some sort of a history of human beings on Earth. It's just a very weird one because if you get into the Old Testament, like the Old Testament has some wild shit in it, man. You get into like Ezekiel's story of seeing the wheel within a wheel in the sky and like heads of animals and all. Like, what the fuck did you see?
Yeah, I got to finish Narcos first. I don't got time for that.
But people that follow Christianity, that actually do follow it and are like real Christians, are some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. So my point about that is like you can get hung up on the weeds and whether or not you think it's a stupid thing to do. But man, it works. It makes for nicer people.
Sure.
And so that's why I support it. I support that idea of any religion that makes you nice. Like even Mormons. It's kind of ridiculous. There's a guy, Joseph Smith, who wrote it. He was 14.
Yeah.
Who seems to be a little bit of a con man.
Yeah.
You know, said he found golden tablets that contained the lost work of Jesus. And when they said, well, where is it? They go, oh, the angels came and took it away because they didn't think you believed. Only he could read it because he had a magic rock. Like, okay. That's crazy.
Wow.
You get your own planet when you die. What?
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah.
Mormons are the nicest fucking people on earth.
Totally.
They're the nicest, fucking friendliest, sweetest people.
And now they have their own show, The Secret Wives of Mormon.
Do they? I haven't watched it.
Oh, it's like incredibly popular.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
I tried to watch one episode. I think my wife's into it. It's definitely
She's into
it's
it?
a real Housewives type show.
Oh, yeah.
But they're getting the girl from it apparently is now going to be the new Bachelorette. So that's how popular it got.
I saw an ad the other day for the Golden Bachelor. They're letting old people fuck.
Bro, it's
Do the old people get after it?
It's the guy was like 77.
No.
The woman was like 74, but she looks 73.
Whoa. And they get after it?
It's like
Do they make out?
oh, bro, they're.
Really?
I mean, it's like they've got one last shot at love.
Whoa. Is that really what they're saying?
Kinda, yeah.
No.
It's like, yeah, we'll see if when they wake up from their nap, if this match is really a true match.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and they've all lost somebody. I mean, I watched the first season. It was gripping.
Oh, there's something about being lonely and old. It's sad.
Well, they've all their, the Bachelor and Bachelorette are just like, my name's Kimberly, and I'm 29. I'm like, I'm just tired of fuckboys. And Golden Bachelor, she's like, my name's Teresa. I'm 75. My husband died 4 years ago, and I don't know if I'll ever see another penis, but I hope I do. I'm paraphrasing, but
Right.
she's jumping back in, and the guy was like, dude, Prince Charming. He looked like Vince McMahon. Fuck Pat Sajak.
What was the one where they
He turned out to be a
had-
creep, though, by the way. He told, let me say this real quick. This report just came out. One of the girls goes, who got picked, the Golden Bachelor picked her. And she goes, yeah, they split shortly after because he was just fucking a lot of people. This guy was 75. He was just cheating on her. She goes, yeah, he took me on a walk and said, if I ever kill you, this is where I'll chop you up and leave your body. That report came out like 3 or 4 days ago.
Whoa.
That's what the Golden Bachelor said.
Did they vet this fella?
There he is.
That guy said that?
Jerry,
Oh,
I
Jesus.
think. And Teresa,
Jesus. He looks like a guy.
who would chop you up. Why say that,
Looks
dude?
like a guy that would say it at least.
Oh, yeah.
What was that show where they had these young guys, like these older ladies, like MILFs?
MILF Island.
Yes, and then
Is that what it is?
turns out to be the sons of the other ladies on the show, and they start hooking up.
Stop, dude.
Yes.
Stop. That's a real show.
Yes. I couldn't even bring myself to watch it.
Why
I was
didn't you
like,
host that, dude?
I don't want to.
You should have hosted that, dude.
Listen, I already hosted people eating animal dicks on TV. I think there's a special place in hell
Brilliantly,
for
by
me.
the way.
Thank you.
That was such a good show, man.
MILF Manor.
MILF Manor.
So that's the story, right? Like they brought in the sons of the other ladies.
They put out a trailer and they were very vague about what the fuck
Yeah,
happened.
that's what it is.
No, I mean,
it's like
dude.
these hot MILFs, and then, they have like 20-year-old sons, and then the 20-year-old sons are just banging your mom's friend.
Why isn't there just Anal Island at this point? I mean, we're so close. It's like there. Some of these
That's
even
a lot.
Even love. That's a lot. Yeah, you're right.
There's probably a porn you can get. I bet if you just Google Anal Island, use your VPN because we're in Texas. Okay. You have to say you're in Maryland, otherwise you can't get online.
Oh, loophole.
Yeah, there's a thing where in
you
Texas you have to show government ID.
In,
So you're from
in
Texas.
season 2 of MILF Manor, they've added.
Oh my God.
They brought in the fathers to.
Jesus
so we can
Christ.
get in the mix. So it's the sons versus the fathers.
Oh God, it's a fucking orgy, disgusting multi-generational
Goes
orgy.
on that. Where are they now? Where are the stars?
I mean, they're only 2 seasons. It's pretty new.
How's it doing?
Great question.
Here's the thing: is like, who the fuck is watching TV?
The moms
anymore?
are really not much older than me, which is tough.
Who would have ever thought that? Yeah, that's
Unreal.
great. How old are the moms?
Almost all in their 40s. There's a couple in their.
Are they
50s.
hot? Let me see some photos. See what
The
we got.
MILFs, they gotta
see
be-
what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Because you got to fit there's a lot to choose from out there. A lot of
There really
MILFs
is.
want to get
A lot
on
of MILFs
TV.
want to be on MILF Manor.
If you had a MILF show, you'd probably find quite a few candidates
I think so.
out there in the world.
I think so.
Yeah. Let's see what do we got here, Jamie?
It's on HBO.
See some of the. It's on HBO.
Is there a host for the show?
Wait, this is on HBO. The fucking place that brought you The Sopranos now
a lot of
brings
stuff
you
on
MILF Manor 2.
damn,
Are you
dude.
fucking kidding me?
Yeah, we're heading in the
is
wrong
it really
direction.
on HBO?
It's not, it didn't give me a
Hot
link.
single moms dive
Is
into a
it,
unique
come on,
dating
is it
experience.
really an HBO show?
It's a TLC show, so it's
Okay,
available
thank
via
God.
the HBO.
Oh, I
app.
see. Oh, okay. Why do I feel better about that? Yeah. I was like,
'Cause
fucking
TLC is-
HBO goes from Game of Thrones to this. Ooh, a lot of pretty ladies. Okay, they
Yeah?
look good.
Yeah?
Yeah. If there's some 20-year-old
Those are
dudes,
MILFs? Yeah, sure.
especially that black lady. Woof.
Very, very hot.
Jeez. Okay.
There's the father and son.
Oh, boy.
my God.
Yeah, we're banging it out, pops.
Wait, so they're...
Oh, so the guys are taking their shirts off and shit. Okay. Let's get sad.
Yikes. Mommy Manor too? Yeah,
This this weird culture of everybody wanting attention. So strange.
reality TV. Yeah. I mean, it's
So odd.
15 minutes of fame, and then you can take that 15 minutes and turn it into a podcast or a...
Is that the most popular type of television these days? Is reality TV? Is that the most? Like, what is popular these
Joe, I
days?
think so. I think that and like true crime docs, and then I'd say
But like regular TV, like
limited
CBS.
series. You know, I just watched is the Murdaugh. You know that's a whole story. The Murdaugh guy, Alex Murdaugh, killed his wife and son, and no, the lawyer.
Which one? What is that one?
Man, have you heard of this, James? This happened probably, I think, in 2011. High, powerful lawyer in the Midwest, and his son was driving drunk in a boat accident, and with all his friends, and one of the girls flew off the boat and died. And so the dad shows up at the hospital. He's just super powerful dude, and was already like stealing money from his like business. But he like went into the thing and tried to like curb the story to the other kids, being like, "Who was driving the boat?" That type of shit. And then the story got real, just slippery and whatever. And everyone was like, "Oh!" And then the kid got off because of the dad. And the families tried to sue, and it just didn't really happen because the dad was so powerful. And then come to find out that the dad is stealing money from the business, and then the mom and him are having a bad relationship, and the kid is getting bullied and teased, and then he ends up murdering his wife and youngest son because he's got a pill problem. He's going to go to jail for tax evasion and money laundering and stealing from his business, and anyway, he's now serving life in prison.
Holy shit.
Joe, I don't know what you watch, but it's dude, Patricia Arquette and Jason Clarke are unfucking real, dude. I just finished it today.
Oh, so it's a recreation of
Yes.
a documentary.
Yeah,
well, the
but
doc
it
is also
just happened too.
It just happened.
There's still, I think, some events are still being unfolded.
The doc is also incredible.
But what's the official trailer that you just showed me? That's a different thing.
Oh, so this was the Netflix
That's the
show
Netflix
from like
doc.
2 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, but that's the documentary.
Yes, so the
Right.
show just
Okay.
came out.
this-
I see.
Basically,
Dramatization.
dramatization. But but they have all the facts. And Joe, it's wild how they end up finding out that it's him. He did not cover his bases at all. I mean, but he tried to. He tried to like throw the phones away, and then he drove to his mom's as like an alibi.
Look how creepy his hands look in that photo.
Yeah.
What's going on with that? Why is his hands covered in blood?
Wow.
Oh, man.
Probably just to allude to the murder, but.
I guess.
So like that to me, like, but again, it's murder and it's drama and it's a limited series. I think it was just 8 episodes. People are into that stuff,
Bro.
But the reality
imagine you
TV,
kill your wife and your son?
yeah, crazy. Just to create a distraction basically and be like and victimize himself to
Who
be
did
like.
he say killed his wife and his son? Who
He
was
said it was
blaming
people that
on?
were probably coming after her for the whole boat accident because the town had kind of turned on the family, being like, the kid got away with it because he's a powerful attorney and they whatever, and so he tried to go and he cried and they came and he was like, I think fucking it's probably the guys that were upset about the boat thing and we've been getting all these hateful people coming after us, and yeah,
How long did he get away with it?
he even
for?
cried on the stand. He's still to this day,
Snot coming out of his nose?
yeah, he still to this day maintains his innocence. But they put everything together, dude. And on the phone, there's a phone that his son had before you hear. The dad says he wasn't down at the kennels when they were saying bye to the dogs before the mom took off and was like, I'm going to divorce you. I'm going to live at our beach house. So he also was sad about that. And the son had his phone out videotaping the dog, and you hear Alex in the background talking. And he said he wasn't there. So that was a big red flag where it was like, dude, you're on the fucking video. Crazy.
Oh, God.
But
Well,
yeah,
any
shooting.
kind of guy that's like willing to murder his son and his wife is not thinking straight.
Yeah.
He said he was on pills. What kind of pills
Yeah.
is he on?
Man,
Oxys or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that was just numbing everything.
Just in some heroin haze.
Yeah.
With a gun.
Yep. And then he's in jail, and his older son comes to visit him. And he's like, "Dad, did you do this? What's going on?" He's like, "Dude, look at me. Of course not. Why would I kill your mother?" He's like, "It was somebody out there." And he's like, "I'm sorry I lied about being there. I was there, but I was there, and then I left, and then I went to go visit your grandma, and then that's when it happened." I mean, the timeline just doesn't. I mean, it doesn't happen. So his son's just like,
realizing my dad killed my mom.
Yeah, and
Holy
being like, and you're
fuck.
lying to me. You won't even in jail. You're just like,
You're in
someone
jail forever.
And then he goes, "Thank God I left. Otherwise, they could have, gotten me too." I mean, wild, dude. Imagine just committing that hard to like a.
So these monsters are real.
Yeah.
There's some people that are just real monsters. Like, what do they say? What percentage of people are sociopaths, like complete sociopaths, where they have no empathy for other people?
We've clocked that. There's a percentage.
I think they think there's like a certain measurable percentage of people that walk amongst us that are complete sociopaths.
Whoa.
And even if they don't do anything horrible, they really don't care about other people. Like, they don't have any feelings about other people.
Both of those are attached to being a sociopath. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think probably there's a connection of narcissism in there too. But okay, 1 to 4%. Percentage of people who are sociopaths, often associated with antisocial personality disorder, is generally estimated to be around 1 to 4% of the general population. More specifically, some studies suggest about 1 to 2%, with around 3% of males and 1% of females exhibiting sociopathic tendencies. One notable estimate is that approximately 3 to 5 Americans could be sociopaths or have ASPD, with some sources citing 1 in 25 people, 4%, having sociopathic traits. Interesting. Yeah. But you got to think sociopaths are disproportionately represented in prison populations. The thing about sociopaths, though, I don't know if that's a nature or nurture thing. To have like no empathy. Is that something that happened because of something that happened to you as a baby?
Probably.
It could be. Like you just, no
everyone's
one cared about you. You didn't care about anybody. Like you never developed an ability to care. Or is it because I know some people that were terribly treated when they were young, but they're great people.
So, yeah.
They're kind and sweet because of the fact they were treated so poorly. They're really kind and sweet to other people.
You can develop that
right,
approach
but
to life.
what's the difference though between? That's the question. Is something wrong? Is like, could you be a good person and still be a sociopath? Like where like you really don't care about other people, but you just do the right thing because it seems like the right thing to do. But like if
just because you weren't hugged maybe a ton as a kid, or maybe you only had.
Well, I'm getting at that. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a genetic thing. Maybe it's just a weird, like you didn't get all the ingredients,
Could be.
Yeah.
What a bummer. Because I feel like that's a pretty common human thread to have empathy
Oh, yeah.
and compassion. Like that's
What's what
one of
keeps
the
us together?
core traits. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like people that don't want that. You don't want friends like that. What? You don't care about people?
You kind of need empathy and compassion to interact with anybody, don't you? Like in any situation.
Well, you could fake it, right? You could fake empathy and compassion. If you're a real sociopath that's got a lot of time, like tricking people, like your whole life you've been tricking people. Maybe you're a real good politician.
Yeah.
You know anybody like that? Yeah. And so
Couple,
then,
yeah.
and then so you get to this point
Most of
where that's like you're just really good at pretending that you care about everything.
Yeah.
And you really care about nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your best quality?
Mine?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
What do you if you had to like?
What am I? Are we on a date? This is crazy.
You're a likable guy. Like, what do you like? What's your like? I don't know. What do you lead with? Your outlook at life? I'd say that, right? You're a glass half full guy.
I have a good outlook, yeah, but I've also been very lucky, so there's a lot of that. Like you have to really take it.
You created your own good luck, though.
Some of it, sure, but some of it is just you don't get hit in the head by a meteor. You don't die in a car accident. Like there's some of it is just flat out luck. There's part of life that appears to be very random.
Sure.
And that you can't control. So anybody that's like successful at all, there's a percentage, whatever the percentage is, 30, whatever it is. There's luck. There's luck involved.
But you worked everything you did as far as like having this go-getter attitude and put yourself in positions and then make good on those opportunities, right?
100%.
Yeah.
But it's also luck.
1,000.
You have to have that too. You have to have a bunch of like things that happen, in the right order.
Yeah.
For things to work out well.
Yeah.
Because we all know like really talented people that for whatever reason never got it together. You know,
Yeah.
like especially in comedy.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that we know that were like really talented, like they had something special, and they just never followed through, or they just died, or they couldn't deal with the rejection, they couldn't deal with the bombing on stage, they couldn't deal with the hours that you have to put in, and they fell off.
Dude.
There was a lot of guys
It's
from
real.
like the early days where I was like, man, this guy's gonna be fucking huge.
You think there's more people that, like, if you started then versus now, would drop off? Because, again, like we were talking about with clips and just having more ways to be discovered or have more opportunities to
They'd have more of a chance
create.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a very few chances back in the day. The chances back in the day were real simple. You had to either get on Evening at the Improv or the MTV Half Hour Comedy Hour or Letterman. Letterman was like the golden goose. Or the Tonight Show when Johnny Carson was running it. If you got on the Tonight Show when Johnny Carson was running it, like you could legitimately have like a full career. And that a career back then was a club comic. A career was a touring club comic.
So you just named 4 opportunities.
Yes.
That's fucking
They
nuts.
were really hard to get on too. Well, the Letterman one was. The ones that were easier to get on was like they filmed a lot of those MTV Half Hour Comedy Hours, so a lot of people got on those. And
Yeah.
you really only needed like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of those. And that helped. And then so you could say, as seen on MTV's Half Hour Comedy Hour, and someone comes see you at the Comedy Hut.
Yeah.
And then you're out there, you know, working. But there wasn't a lot of things that could turn you into like an act that could draw on the road anywhere. You were basically like, oh, this guy was on Comedy Central, so he must be funny. Let's take a chance and go see him.
Sure.
And then if you did it a bunch of times, you'd develop like a following in certain cities where people would come back to see you again because they had a good time last time. But now, you know, all you have to do is just have a clip, and that clip goes viral, and then you're selling out theaters like right away.
Yeah.
So it's definitely more opportunity for someone to pop. And there was a lot of guys back then that had like great bits. And they just fucking never got the show. They never got this. They developed the alcohol problem, whatever it was.
Wanted more consistent stability and maybe just wanted like income that was.
Yeah, there's a lot of that too. Or they get married and have a child,
Yep.
and then the wife is like, hey, you need to get a regular fucking job. This
Yeah.
dream is crazy. It's
Oh,
killing
yeah.
us. You got to be home. You know, you can't go out on the weekends every weekend and make $200. It's crazy, you know?
Yeah, my brother-in-law was rapping and slinging weed, and then they got. Yeah, my brother-in-law is a white rapper named Dirte. Shout out. And he, my sister, when they got married, was like, "Yeah, you can't be doing like." She didn't shut down the performing, but she was like, "The drug stuff's gotta."
Yes, not good.
Yeah, we got kids. Like,
Yeah, you shouldn't be a drug
people
dealer.
shouldn't be coming to the house.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
a daddy.
Yeah,
Good advice.
yeah,
Sound advice from a woman.
yeah. She cleaned them up.
Yeah, it's the dream of trying to make it in the rap world is probably just as hard, if not harder, than the dream of trying to make it in comedy, right?
He had a nice little run. I let him close out our Seattle Dr. Phil live show.
Oh,
which
really?
was cool. Yeah, we did like the Neptune up there, which was like 1,100 seats. My nieces who'd never
And he rapped? How'd it go?
Awesome. He murdered.
Is he killer? Is he
Pull
really
him
good
up,
at it?
Dirte. Pull him up.
Let me hear it.
Okay.
Tell everybody where you're going to be.
You're the man.
Tell everybody how they can find you online.
Yeah, on tour right now. Clubs the rest of the year. Last Dr. Phil live at the Wiltern, December 16th. I'm doing the Moore Theater in Seattle. First theater show home in Seattle, December 19th. And then the theater tour, the Who Is Me theater tour starts in January, goes through April. AdamRayComedy.com. Specials, like and subscribe on YouTube where you are right now. Adam Ray Comedy, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Are you around tonight? You want to do a set?
I'm leaving tonight.
Are you flying
love
back?
you, dude. I fucking love you. I had a feeling you were going to ask, and I
Sorry.
have to leave right after this. But
Did you
rain
be here
check.
last night?
Yeah. I did, yeah. I didn't know if I should bug you or just Adam. Like, what's...
Oh, just text me.
Really? All right.
Yeah. Anytime you're in town, you can do a set.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thanks for having
It
me.
was a lot of fun.
Always fun. Yeah.
And if anybody's ever seen Adam on Kill Tony, they literally are some of the funniest fucking episodes of all time.
Thanks, brother.
The Dr. Phil one's fantastic.
Thanks,
the
brother.
Biden one's fantastic. You're really good at it, man.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, you called me after the Tony ep, which was really
I was
cool,
like, this
man.
is
Like,
insane. I was like,
I thought it was a butt dial. And so
no.
I picked it up and I was like,
that is
hello?
so good. It was so good. I was dying. I was like, oh no. I was watching it going, oh no, because it was like so dead on.
Did you know what was happening, or did he give you a heads up?
No, I had no idea. I
So you
had
just
no
were there?
idea. Yes. I had no idea.
Because you don't go to all of them, right?
No, I had no idea that you were
Shut
going to
the
be
fuck
Tony.
up. You're just randomly there for that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
he told you, and that's why you came.
No. I come to a few. You
Yeah.
know? I've come to a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know that one was awesome. It was awesome.
You're the man, Joe.
Appreciate you, brother. All right. Bye, everybody.
See you guys.